3.5 left in the half. Left side, it is Wickner at the elbow. Brings it to the right elbow. Pick and roll. Nice feed down to Kishman. Right block, lays it up and in. Give and go on the inside. It's a 20-point lead for MFL Marmac. And left side to Ruff. She's open. Left side for three. Got it! Everything going right for MFL Marmac. What a clinic. They lead 36-8. Fritz brings it to the elbow. Top of the key. Driscoll open. Fires up the three. Got it. Bulldogs continue to shoot well from the outside. 29-point lead, their biggest lead of the night. MFL Marmac used a dominant first half to build a 25-point lead, and the Bulldogs still remain the team to beat in the Upper Iowa Conference. They move a step closer to their shot at an Upper Iowa Conference title. They win big over Central by a final score of 57-29. In the lane to Rignitz, pulls up, shot blocked from behind by Meany. Another block by Meany as the rebound pulled down by Hansen. And here ahead of the pack, Meany catches it in midair, flips it up and in. Led perfectly by Hackett, doing it on both ends. And the Bulldogs lead by 7. Right side, here's Owen Hammersland, right corner for 3. Got it! And just like that, a minute into our third quarter, and the Warriors back within 4. Hammersland spins, shot blocked by Corlett, another block. Keel the rebound ahead to Willie. Willie leads the pack. He drives in and scores the right-handed layup. Are you kidding me? 57-32, 21-0 run. A dominant third quarter by MFL Marmac turned this game into a rout. And the Bulldogs keep pace with North Fayette Valley. They pull away from Central by a final score of 71-47. The best high school basketball is on KCTN. It's Tri-Rivers Conference basketball tonight on KCTN. In our featured matchup, Edco visit Starmont. First off, we have the girls' game. The Vikings have a winning record. They were sharp in the first matchup with the Stars. They look for another impressive performance tonight. For Starmont, this team has struggled through the brutal Tri-Rivers Conference. They hope to give the Vikings a game maybe they don't expect. It's the second matchup with Edgewood, Colesburg, and Starmont. The Chalk Talk for the girls' game coming up next on KCTN FM 100.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Brown's family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Brown's family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Brown's is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owners Brian Bugenhagen and Michael Beck, along with their staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
Top Gun Customs knows that the insurance company wants you to do all the work for them. They want you to download the app, take the pictures, upload them, then they want you to accept the paltry check they think will repair your vehicle. No, no, no. Top Gun writes an accurate estimate, takes the photos, and explains the repair process to you. Let Bob and the guys take all the worries out of your repairs. Call Bob or Nancy at 563-964-9899 at Top Gun to schedule your repair today.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
We are happy to announce we are once again performing cataract surgery right here at home. This is Jessica Jones, surgery supervisor. We welcome Dr. Cancel from Gunderson, who performs this surgery monthly at our local surgery suite and holds consultations at Gunderson Eye Clinic, Waukon. Dr. Cancel is a wonderful addition to our surgery team, and we're so happy he's here. Call us today for more information.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what they do at Clayton Drug, now offering free delivery of prescriptions to the Monona area. To find out more, call 563-245-2530. Clayton Drug can help you transfer your prescriptions quickly and easily to their pharmacy. Clayton Drug is committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve all in between.
Viking Stars basketball is brought to you in part by the Edgewood Reminder, Little Bit of Country Stoves and Fireplaces, Rhoda Chevrolet, Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport, Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington, member FDIC, Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, and Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader. We begin the Chalk Talk for our girls game. We're joined by Edco girls basketball coach Steve Putz. Coach, your team now 9-9, 2-8 in the conference. Dropped a non-conference ball game to Key High last night, 64-46. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, no, going into it, we knew it was going to be tough going up to their place. They were, early in the season there. They were ranked in the top 10. They dropped a few games there late here, but are a quality opponent. And when us coming off of a tough week schedule, the last few games we had there last Thursday, Friday, and then with Mac Valley on Tuesday, so we were in a really tough stretch of games where we were playing at a pretty high level against those other teams and in those other games. And then going into last night, I was a little afraid of coming in a little bit flat, and that's kind of how it started out there. We just struggled getting going early in that game and kind of got down by 15 points there in that first quarter even, and then once we settled in, we were playing just fine, but we just couldn't quite come back from that slow start that we had. And Key High, to their credit, they came out there and wanted to win that game, and they just played a little bit better than us last night.
All right, let's go through starting lineup for your team in tonight's ball game.
Yeah, tonight we'll start with Ava and McKenna Hofer as our guards, Rachel Ecclesceder and Ellie Kirby at the forward spots, and then Lily Brisky rounds out my starting lineup.
All right, and I know some kids contribute off the bench for you, too.
Yeah, tonight coming off would be Addie Smelzer, Kendall Whitman, and then Abigail Schilling will be coming off the bench for me tonight.
All right, now turning our attention to Starmont. I know you handled them earlier this year. What do you know about the Stars?
Yeah, no, it's just a matter of us doing what we need to do, kind of rebounding from last night and get things started early, and us just playing, defense and just rebounding the basketball is going to be big again tonight. We just need to make sure, they take a lot of shots and not shooting the ball real well, so we just got to make sure we don't give them second chance points tonight, and we just got to get back to executing and doing what we do well. And we should be able to take care of business.
All right, here we are, the final 2 weeks of the regular season. Do you like the progress your team has made so far?
Yeah, no, exactly. Up till last night's game there, we've been playing really, really well. We've been, scoring almost 60 points a game. We've been defending, teams really well, and we've been competitive all year long and getting better as we're going. Lily Brisky and Ellie Kirby have been solid for me all year long. Rachel Ecclesceder has been scoring almost double figures every night out since the Christmas break for me. And then McKenna Hofer and Ava Hofer have been contributing as well as the season's been going along. So we've been slowly going uphill, and that's what you want, is to continue to keep getting better. And I feel like right now we're playing our best basketball, so I really like where we're at going into tournament play here, not too far off.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you later on tonight.
All right, yep, thanks, Dan.
Edco girls basketball coach Steve Putz on his Viking program. Chalk Talk continues after this.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer in both Guttenberg and Monona, a call. You can reach Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. That's 563-252-2471. They can help you and your family be good at life.
Brrr, the cold weather is here, and with it comes wind, snow, and ice that can damage overhead power lines. Remember to stay away from all downed lines. They may still be energized. Call to report broken poles, downed wires, or any other damage. By working together, we can keep everyone safe. That's the power of human connections. Almaquee Clayton Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt and Ann at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
Viking Stars Basketball is brought to you in part by Evans Chiropractic, EFM Construction, The Market, a division of Kendrick, Inc., Community Insurance with offices in Edgewood and Delhi, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, Myers Auto Service in Monona, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, the Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Car Auto Group online at karautogroup.com, and Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. We continue the Chalk Talk for our girls game. We're joined by Starmont girls basketball coach Bob Pope. Coach, your team taking on a pretty solid Anamosa team last night. Dropped a decision there, 64-29. Tell me about that game.
Well, we started out real slow. I've got 3 or 4 girls that have been sick all week, and we were a little worried tonight about the how the girls would be playing, and basically boiled down to, they didn't feel good to start the game with, but as the game went on, we had a much better second half.
Yeah, so certainly some positive things there. All right, set the starting lineup for your team tonight then.
Okay, it's senior night there at Starmont, and so our regular starters are seniors, Natalie Hamlet, Lexi Pillard, Alea Cornwell, and then our sophomore, Julia Carbone-Kruger, and our junior, Lexi Anderson.
All right, and there'll be some kids contributing off the bench for you, too.
Yeah, we've got some freshmen that'll come off the bench, and they need all the experience they can get, and basically we try to use them for giving our starters some rest and instruction when they come to the bench. So they're learning, they're getting better. That's the way it works.
Yeah, absolutely there. All right, let's talk now about Edgewood Colesburg. I know you dropped a decision to them earlier. What do you know about the Vikings?
Well, they don't give up. They're a scrappy team. Steve has them. Coach Putz has them. They don't give up. Let's put it that way. He kind of seems to get the same results as we do here at Starmont with our girls. They play hard, and seems like they'll do just about anything to scrap out a win.
Sure.
They're down a little from last year, but they're still instructed well by Coach Putz and seem to have fun with their games.
All right, now, keys in the ball game for Starmont then, what do you have to do?
Turnovers. We gotta limit our turnovers, and like last time, we've got to be able to put the basket or ball through the basket.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you later on tonight.
Oh, thanks for having.
You betcha.
Thank you.
You betcha.
Goodbye.
Starmont basketball coach Bob Pope on the Stars team. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Life is better with American Family Insurance because our agents provide specialized local expertise to help you get the right coverage at the right price. We understand that farming is at the heart of what you do, and we want to help protect what you've worked so hard for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves.
Contact Julie Debke, agent at 205 South Main Street in Elkader, or call 563-245-2366.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Scooter's Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooter's Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooter's Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooter's Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooter's Coffee in Manchester.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Viking Stars basketball is brought to you in part by Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi. Blooms Flowers, Gifts, and more in Edgewood. Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door. LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. Furniture Showcase and Old Wine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. And Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. Good evening once again, everybody. How you doing? Dan Behrens along with Coach Aaron Hamann. Welcome to Starmont, the Kathy Smith Gymnasium. And I'm once again joined by Aaron Hamann. We've got the matchup with Edco and Starmont stepping out away from the Upper Iowa Conference with our Tri-Rivers Conference rematch tonight.
Yeah, we saw them right before Christmas break and saw them over there at that new facility in Edgewood, but we're at Starmont tonight. Crowds are trickling in. We've got freshman boys. We've got JV boys going on, so crowds are split between the two gyms, but we expect a good crowd tonight for senior night for the Starmont Stars.
There's 3 Starmont girls enjoying senior night tonight. There are 5 Starmont boys celebrating their senior night as well, and they'll do something in between these games tonight. Meanwhile, for Edco, they come in 9-9, 2-8 in the conference. Like every team in every sport this winter, everybody dealing with illness. But tonight it's their head coach, Coach Steve Putz, under the weather, not available for tonight's game.
Yeah, that was a late afternoon decision. He called assistant coach Brooks Eggleseder said, I can't go. You got to do it. So Brooks Eggleseder is going to have his head coaching debut for Edco tonight, and we wish him the best.
So again, they are 9-9. They played last night, dropped the decision to Keyhigh, 64-46 the final score. For Starmont, they won their first game of the year, and they have struggled since. They are 1-17, 0-10 in the conference. They played Anamosa last night. Some improvement offensively, but they dropped a 66-29 decision. Let's start talking about Edco once again as the visiting team. We always start out with that. Lily Buriski having a great junior season, averaging a double-double, over 20 points and 10 rebounds a game. That's where they're based around offensively.
Well, and she finds her points in lots of ways. Sometimes she creates, sometimes she's opportunistic with rebounds, sometimes she's just sheer will. I'm going to put the ball in the hoop, and I'm going to keep shooting until it goes in, and she's having great success. Had a hard time getting her the ball last night against Keyhigh, and she talked about that today. She goes, I think we got to get the ball inside a little bit, and I probably agree with her against Starmont tonight. She needs to touch the ball.
Yeah, she had a huge game from inside the last time these two teams played. Ellie Kirby, a senior, one of the Edco leaders, averaging nearly 13 points and 7 rebounds, and Rachel Eggleseder, a junior. Her scoring has increased as the season has went on.
It has, and you see some of the teams in the area who have success. They have those 3-4 players who average double figures, and Edco's getting there. Rachel Eggleseder at 8, McKenna Holford at about 5 or 6 points. So they get that next score up there. They're going to win a few more games than they lose.
It's a team. Edco averages 51 points a ball game. And again, the good news is turnover-wise, they're down at about that 16-17 clip. They've been able to handle the ball for the most part. And again, assist-wise, they're close to even numbers with about 12 assists a ball game. The story for them, though, they've been a little slow with the three-pointer earlier this year, but again, that's getting better percentage-wise.
It is, and they all like to shoot it, and everybody loves the long ball, but sometimes, good old-fashioned get it in the paint, it opens up that long ball. I think sometimes they try to force it. When they can go inside, that'll open up the defense a little bit.
All right, for Starmont, we mentioned Lily Buriski averages 20 points a ball game. Starmont as a team averaging 22.8 points per ball game. This is a team that played an outstanding Springville team the other night. They lost 87-13. They do good things when they get the ball offensively, but it's a team that has just been plagued by turnovers. We heard it from Coach Pope.
Well, they've always struggled numbers. I think that's better this year. They've gotten about 9 girls out, 10 girls out, which is a vast improvement for them. But as you said, scoring is always a struggle for them. 29 points last night against Anamosa. They dropped that contest 29-66. But I think if you look at that and go, 29 points, that's an improvement for them. They're getting the ball inside. They're hitting some outside shots. They just need more of it.
Now, as far as the Starmont girls, they have to realistically look at this here. It's not necessarily the score you're going to be after, but you want to score into the 30s in this ball game, and maybe you catch Edco overlooking you there, and you kind of hang with them for a while.
Well, you hope for the team to have a little bit of an off night. Maybe somebody is struggling scoring. You have a good night, and you get yourself into a ball game. I don't think anybody's coming here expecting them to blow them out or anything like that, but they could certainly sneak a win if they play well and Edco's a little off, or they can take something away. But it starts with the offense. They got to score some points.
Yeah, and Edco has been so good with their pressure defense, and again, that's what happened last time. 69-16, they won that ball game tonight, so it would be a major shift if something were to change tonight. But again, for the Starmont girls, looking for improvement, looking for take each possession there and try to get a little better offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you talk about scoring, we talked about Natalie Hamlet, but then you take those next few girls. Lexi Pillard about 6 points. Elena Cornwell about 6 points. Juliana Carbone-Kruger about 4 points. Lexi Anderson, she's getting about 5 rebounds a game. You've got pieces there, but you need to put all those pieces together on the same night.
And for Starmont, Hamlet, along with Cornwell and also Pillard, they're your 3 leading scorers, and those are the 3 seniors tonight for Starmont.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know you're going to lose some of that scoring, but we were watching some of these younger girls warming up and working on some things, and you hope that there's some positives that they can take playing with these 3 seniors.
And you talk about schedule-wise for Starmont, they're going to close with North Lynn. Doesn't get any easier. Meanwhile, for Edco, they go to Springville, so this is a good game for Edco to get above 500 here as far as what these teams are coming up on Tuesday night.
Yeah, they go to Springville, so that's going to be a tough contest for them. And the Vikings end up finishing at home with Easton Valley, so that'll be their senior night. Like you said, Starmont's got North Lynn, and then they're ready for tournaments.
Yeah.
Whoever that is, and we anticipate that probably next week, Wednesday,
Yeah,
Thursday,
hopefully midweek
something
we
like
get
that.
those.
We kind of know where we're going to head in the postseason for the girls.
And again, there's lots of speculation, but we should get the boys up as well next week. Those should be coming out as well. So we look forward to that. Meanwhile, let's talk about keys in this ball game. And once again, as we mentioned for Starmont, it all starts with handling the basketball, and can they be better tonight against pressure?
Yeah, take care of the ball is an important one in scoring. But I think they need to defend the paint. We talked about Brisky. She gets a lot of her points in the paint. You know, sometimes you can get a cold streak outside the three-point line. So if you can defend the paint, force them to shoot the outside shot, maybe you take your chances and hope they're off.
And meanwhile, for Edco, I think this ball game is all about taking care of business. Let's do what we're supposed to do in this ball game. Let's take control early, and let's roll here.
Yeah, let that ball pressure lead to that fast start. I think they like it when they get a fast start, and I think the ball needs to go inside. You know, get Brisky involved early. She's going to open things up for your shooters on the outside, and you know, take care of what you can take care of, and get this game where they want it.
All right, now we'll be following a number of other games across the area tonight. Central is hosting Key High. Again, the Key High girls beat Edco last night. Also, Clayton Ridge is home with Turkey Valley tonight. Postville is at MFL Marmac. The North Fayette Valley girls and boys have the night off. They're the off team in the Upper Iowa Conference, but we will continue to follow those ball games for you tonight here on KCTN FM 100. The good news is we're starting on time tonight. They still had a quad. They played 2 JV boys games, as you mentioned, in the other gymnasium, a freshman game and the JV game, before we're ready for this varsity game tonight. Stars, of course, wearing their home white bottoms and tops. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they're white, of course, Starmont. Lots of black and yellow on hand tonight as the Vikings play with their tops and bottoms. They're black, and, of course, they have the white trim around their shorts there. And for Starmont, it's the black trim around their shorts. So Coach Brooke Eckelceder taking over the head coaching duties tonight for Edco, and Bob Pope, of course, the head coach for Starmont. We mentioned keys in this ball game tonight. We've got some good officials here that we know who they are.
Yeah, we've got Rod Varner, and we've got Jeff Niehaus, and we have Kelleher, a great crew there, local crew, so they'll do a great job for us.
We've seen them a couple of times here. We're actually in the last recent weeks.
Yeah, we have. We've run into them, so we'll expect good things out of them tonight as well.
All right, so again, we're ready to go here in just a couple of seconds with the starting lineups for this ball game tonight. And again, with the Stars and Edco.
And it's only appropriate in the Kathy Smith Gymnasium.
Yep, she gets to do the
We're
PA
gonna have
announcing.
Kathy Smith on the microphone.
She has done it for a lot of years and still one of the better ones that we have. And by the way, we don't have anybody that's bad at this at all. So well, let's go courtside with Kathy Smith. And tonight's starting lineups, take it away. Go ahead. And as she turns on the microphone, there we go.
Good evening. Today, the Starmont Stars would like to welcome the players, coaches, and fans of the Edco Vikings. At all activities sponsored by the Iowa High School Athletic Association and Starmont High School, sportsmanship is a priority. We ask that you cheer enthusiastically for your team while respecting the performance of your opponent and the work of our officials. Tonight's officials are Jerry Kelleher, Jeff Niehaus, and Rodney Varner. And now for tonight's starting lineup for Edco, number 10, Lily Brisky. For Starmont, number 4, Natalie Hamlet. For the Vikings, number 12, Ava Hofer. For the Stars, number 10, Julia Carbone-Kruger. For Edco, number 30, Ellie Kirby. For Starmont, number 14, Lexi Pillard. For the Vikings, number 34, Rachel Egelsader. For Starmont, number 22, Lexi Anderson. And for Edco, number 40, McKenna Hofer. And for the Stars, number 54, Alea Cornwell. Tonight, Edco is coached by Brooks Egelsader, and the Stars are coached by Bob Pope. Ladies
There
and
you
gentlemen.
have it. Starting lineups, opening action coming up with Starmont and Edco.
The winter high school sports season has begun, and the doctors and staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Chase Bruner and Dr. Daphne Hofler of Family Dentistry wish all of our student athletes a very healthy and successful season. Call 539-4651. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, where health-changing smiles are created.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
Brought to you by locally owned and operated NEAT, proudly providing high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light to businesses and homes in Northeast Iowa. NEAT also provides computer and network services as well as business phone system sales and service. For more information, visit NEITEL.com or call 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
Viking Stars basketball is brought to you in part by Northeast Iowa Sub-Drains in Strawberry Point, Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Adverse Weather Insurance, Jim Furman of Volga, your independent crop insurance agent, Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Bacon Concrete in Postville, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org, and Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Crowd continuing to roll in for game number 1 of 2. We have a boys game coming up a little bit later on tonight that's quite a bit different than the first time they played. Edco put a hurt on Starmont, won that game by over 35 points. And Edco's not the same team, and Starmont's going to show that they're not the same team.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting matchup. I expect a good contest there tonight with those two.
Cornwell to jump it up for Starmont, Boriski for Edco. So we start this ball game tonight on KCTN FM 100, video on KCTN.com, and on the KCTN YouTube channel. Boriski wins the tip into the backcourt to Kirby, and this game is underway. Echo Cedar, deep right corner, drives baseline, pulls up along the baseline, a little 10-foot floater. It's up and in, and Edco gets a shot along the baseline, and they strike first.
They're going to pick them up in half court here. Looks like they're going to go that 2-3 zone.
And right side in the offensive end is Cornwell. So Edco pressed last time they faced Starmont early in the game. Meanwhile, in the lane, shot taken by Starmont. It's no good there. Taking the shot was Anderson missed it. The other offensive rebound pulled down by the Stars, and they come up empty again. Who took the second shot there?
Anderson took it twice.
All right, so Boriski drives in the lane, pulls up from just inside the left block area. Foul, goes up for the basket. It is good. It's a three-point opportunity.
Yeah, they tried to attack that 2-3 zone right in the heart of it, and first shot was blocked, second shot no good, and Hamlet's just rolled off, and Boriski goes up strong, gets the basket, gets the foul.
And Boriski trying to give them an early 5-0 lead rather, but the shot is no good. Kirby tracks down the rebound on the far sideline. It's knocked away and tracked down by Boriski, so Edco keeps possession. Echo Cedar right side for 3 from the right wing. Shot off the side of the rim. It is long, and the rebound pulled down by Starmont. But again, as they get through pressure, Hamlet in the offensive end, left side, it's knocked away by Echo Cedar. There's a steal for the Vikings. Kirby quickly offensively goes baseline to Boriski, spins from the right block, had the ball knocked away, missed the shot, rebound pulled down there by Starmont, and it was Anderson with the rebound and a reach-in foul committed by Echo Cedar in the backcourt.
Yeah, that ball just came off strange off Boriski. I think a hand got a piece of that, so she just kind of went up with an empty hand, but it looks like the Stars trying to get out and run and beat the defense down the floor, but just threw it away the last possession.
This is a team that's just better off taking their time, walking it ahead as they do here on the offensive end with Hamlet. Hamlet left side to Carbone Kruger. Carbone Kruger now back over right side. Anderson, top of the key, right side for 3, no good. Cornwell gets the rebound but misses the putback, just left it short from inside the right block. Echo Cedar tips out the rebound, and here's the Vikings back offensively. Starmont, by the way, will play 2-3 zone. Meanwhile, top of the key, launching the 3 is Hofer. Ava Hofer, top of the key, got it. 7-0. A good start for the Vikings.
Yeah, Ava Hofer, just a freshman, handles the ball for him a lot. Doesn't get a lot of opportunities, but knocks that one down just earlier.
And here in the offensive end, we've got another foul committed by Edco as Hamlet was trying to bring it left side. A reach-in committed by the Vikings. That'll be the second whistle against Edco.
And I think that's going to be against Ava Holford. She just kind of swiped down, and that's going to get a call, whether it was clean, whether it was, made some contact. It's just the intent there.
Hamlet inbounds, gets it to center court line with Pillard. Pillard tried to force a pass in the lane, easily deflected away by Edco, as converging down low is Enkelsteeder from the middle of that 2-3 zone along the baseline, along with Kirby. They both knocked it away. Starmont will take it out of bounds there in front of the Edco bench near side. And it will be, once again, Hamlet taking it inbounds. Gets it on top, and Pillard now hounded by Hofer as Edco plays that half-court defense, but again, that top of that 2-3 zone going to be aggressive. Right side, now Hamlet goes baseline. The ball knocked away as it went into the hands there of Anderson. It's knocked away, and the loose ball picked up by Enkelsteeder. Kirby goes left side. They run the court to perfection as Kirby dishes it to Boriski, who slides in from the left side, kisses it off the glass. 9-zip, Vikings in the lead.
That was a great fast break. Went really well.
Try to go to Cornwell in the lane, and again, that pass is overshot. They've tried to go against that 2-3 zone, forcing the pass down low with no luck. So Edco back offensively. Enkelsteeder, right corner. Kirby, baseline for three. Line drived it short. Rebound kicks up there, and on the left side, it's knocked out of bounds, goes off the hands of Starmont as McKenna Hofer fighting for that rebound on the left. Last touch there off the left side by Pillard, I believe, and it's going to go left side to the basket.
Yeah, it's going to trickle out of bounds. Edco's going to reset on the left side.
Inbounds, Boriski goes right to the left block, but leaves the shot short. It was contested by Cornwell. Rebound pulled down there by Pillard. Starmont back into the offensive end. Pillard drives in, stops, takes the shot there from off the left baseline. No good, but the rebound kept alive by Hamlin. Her put back up and in from the left side. And the Stars get an offensive rebound. They're on the board.
Yeah, good offensive rebound. A way to follow that shot, and got a point blank there for Hamlet to get the scoring started.
3 minutes in, it's 9-2, Edco in the lead. Enkelsteeder, right wing, goes in the lane to Boriski. On the right block, double-teamed immediately. Tries to go on top. It's intercepted by Carbone Kruger. And Carbone Kruger leads the break and goes up from the right side up and in as Ava Hofer gave chase from behind. Just couldn't get to it. 9-4, Vikings in the lead.
Well, the Vikings trying to get the ball inside, but trying to force it just a little too much.
Boriski again puts it on the floor, covered. Right side, Enkelsteeder open. Right side for three, leaves it short. Boriski tipped up the rebound into the hands of Ava Hofer. Back to Boriski. She drives in and fouled hard there, and a blocking call. Cornwell actually stripped the ball away. She's not the one who committed the foul. It was a blocking call, and that was committed by Pillard, hoping to help out from the weak side defensively.
Yeah, coming over from that weak side, and it looked like Cornwell, maybe got a piece of that ball, but then the blocking call, so Bristy's going to get a pair here.
Free throw on its way, and it is short. She'll get another opportunity. Again, if you're Starmont, you just look at possession by possession, and it's 9-4, the score right now, and this is to their liking.
Well, and when they walk the ball up and get into their half court, take some time off the clock, gives them a chance to set up their offense and work for a good shot.
Boriski leaves the free throw off the right side of the rim, comes up 0 for 2 there, and Starmont does a good job getting the rebound. So Hamlet's right side stops the dribble, flips it somehow over there to Anderson. Anderson, deep three, right side, banks it long to the right as she has that low arching shot, and the rebound pulled down there by Edco. One and done that time for the Stars. Kirby back on top to Ava Hofer, right side to Enkelsteeder. Enkelsteeder brings it baseline, pulls up, little baseline 15-foot shot, long. Kirby got the rebound, could not hang on to it though, stumbled to the court, and the ball goes out of bounds. And right now the Vikings a little bit out of sorts offensively as Ava Hofer checks out, and into the game for them is Eddie Smeltzer, another freshman.
Yeah, another freshman comes off the bench, plays defense on the top of that, handles the ball a little bit for the Vikings.
So halfway through the opening quarter, 9-4. Edco in the lead. And here's Hamlet against the 2-3 zone. Drives in, kicks it right side, intercepted by Boriski. And Boriski's going to lead the break the other way. Drives in, left-handed layup, it's up and in. Boy, we haven't seen that enough. Textbook left-handed layup there.
Oh, yeah. Left leg, left hand, up strong, finishes off the glass, puts it right in the window.
Hamlet drives in the lane. Nice bounce pass to Cornwell, who banks it up inside the right block. And again, Starmont got by the pressure, able to bounce it to the right side. 11-6, Edco in the lead.
Yeah, the top of that zone overplaying, and they got by him, and the help defense didn't rotate fast enough.
Kirby left side on top to Ava Hofer. Back baseline. Kirby, 15-foot jump shot, nails it. So good on that set shot along the baseline, and they quickly answer, back up by 7.
Yeah, that set shot has been her bread and butter since she was a sophomore. Got a lot of points there playing varsity for him.
Hamlet to the elbow, stops, reverses it left side to Pillard. Pillard takes the left-handed three-point shot, banks it well long, but Cornwell, the offensive rebound, leaves the putback short, then came over the back trying to get the rebound. Cornwell did a good job getting the offensive glass, but just did not finish.
Yeah, a little higher off the glass, that probably goes in, but left a little short and got the side of the rim there and it kicked away.
And again, Starmont, no surprise here, going to fall back in more of a 2-1-2 defense, to be honest with you, with Pillard playing in the middle of that zone. So Smelter to Hofer, free throw line to Boriski, left baseline, Kirby, same baseline set shot, 15 feet away. She just hit it moments ago. Hits the 15-footer there on the left side. 9-point lead for the Vikings.
Yeah, carbon copy of the last time down. Nice stroke there by Ellie Kirby.
Hamlet's double teamed and goes into traffic, stripped out of there by Smelter. Edco's got a fast break the other way. Smelter drives in, stops, pulls back 5 feet away, leaves it short. Kirby the rebound. Her putback is altered. It is no good as Hamlet had good straight up defense there along with Anderson. Ball picked up there by Starmont, and meanwhile as Hamlet has it at the backcourt, it's knocked away by Boriski. Stars take it on the sideline.
Yeah, they'll reset here and bring the ball up into the front court, try to get their offense set again. Been doing a nice job attacking this zone.
And left side, they go in the lane to Cornwell. Turns from the left block. Shot blocked by Echo Cedar from the middle of the zone. And the rebound pulled down there by Kirby. Back in the offensive end, the Vikings quickly. Kirby, top of the key, left side to McKenna Hofer. Right sideline area, that's Echo Cedar. Right side for three. Grazes the front of the rim. The shot is long. Rebound to Smelter. She pulls up. 15-footer from the free throw line. No good. Hofer gets the rebound. Back over to Smelter. Top of the key for three. Circles around. Got it to stay down. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Vikings lead by 12.
A big shot there by Eddie Smelter, the freshman, knocking down a three after missing a couple of those other shots. So good to see her started in the offense
And
as well.
again, Edco pressuring. They go right side. Anderson from the elbow. Banks the shot long from the right elbow. And the rebound pulled down to the left there by Kirby. As Anderson just quickly caught it, turned and fired. 90 seconds left in the first quarter. Echo Cedar in the lane to Boriski. Steps through the double team, off the glass, up and in. And again, Starmont, you had the defensive pressure there, or the girls in the right place, but just didn't close down.
And Boriski just stepped through that without putting the ball on the ground, able to finish off the glass.
And now we've got a foul, and this is on Edco, on Addie Smeltzer. As they were bringing it in, Hamlet crossed the timeline into the offensive end. Smeltzer with the pressure, gave a little bit of an arm bar, and that is the third whistle committed by Edco. Starmont's committed three as well.
Yeah, just a little too tight on there, and there was contact both sides, but they said that was initiated by the defense.
Starmont makes their first substitution of the night. Cornwell checks out. Into the game is Carly Rhodes. She is a 5'5 freshman, making her first appearance. So Edco takes the ball here on the far sideline, and getting inbounds will be Hamlet, who has to work it back out on top to Pillard. Pillard brings it right side, stops the dribble, needs somebody to come help out, goes high post area. Anderson able to get it back to Hamlet. Hamlet, top of the key, able to stay away from pressure, brings it right side, stops, goes left side now to Carbone Kruger, who stepped out of bounds on the sideline as Carbone Kruger tried to get a little spacing on the right side of the court. Stars hurting themselves with some turnovers here in the first.
They are. That's their sixth turnover, and patience in the offensive side, but I don't think they're looking to score those last couple of trips down. They're just passing the ball around, not attacking those gaps.
Right side, Echo Cedar, deep right corner, open for another three, lips off the front of the rim. McKenna Hofer came in to get the rebound, tumbles to the court hard. Let's hope she's okay, as the ball ends up being tied with Kirby, along with, as well, in the middle of the lane, Rhodes. And sure enough, McKenna Hofer A-okay. She bounces up, heads back to the defensive end, but I think they're going to let her get a breather here.
Yeah, they're going to let her come catch her breath, get some water in her, catch her air. She went down pretty hard. Looks like maybe on that arm and the head a little bit.
Yeah, I think if it was the funny bone, she didn't find it so funny, but toughened it out to get back out of the court. So they will bring in number 42 into the ball game, and that will be Kendall Whitman, a 5'8 sophomore, her first opportunity. Meanwhile, it's a 1-3-1 by Edco now. Top of the key, Anderson for three. Back off the back of the rim. Shot is long. Boriski gets the rebound, and as she leads it into the offensive end, a reach-in foul committed by Carbone Kruger. So with 31 seconds left in the quarter, Edco takes it out of bounds here in front of the Starmont bench.
If Starmont would happen to foul them again, they'll be in the bonus, shooting two, but hopefully 31 seconds here, shot clock's off. Edco can work for one.
Carbone Kruger, by the way, the foul, and that is her first. It appears that the Vikings may be content to work for one. Echo Cedar left top of the key now, back over to Smeltzer. Echo Cedar in the corner. That's Kirby wide open, right side for three. Got it! And it's 23-6. So this is a 12-0 run by Edco, just like that.
Yeah, just continuing to hit shots and then take defensive stances down here.
And we're down to 8 seconds left in the quarter, and here's a reach-in foul on Smeltzer. As Smeltzer was pressuring Hamlet on the right side, that's the second foul on Smeltzer, and it's only the fourth on Edco. So Starmont will take it out of bounds on the far sideline. By the way, Ava Hofer comes back into the game, and checking out will be Smeltzer for the Vikings with those 2 early fouls.
Yeah, they want to make sure they stay out of foul trouble, able to have her access in the second half.
Hamlet on top to Anderson. Catch, fires a 3. Top of the key. It is short, goes out of bounds. She thought there was maybe a little less time there, and the ball goes to Edco with 2.7 seconds to go here in our first quarter. Inbounds to Ava Hofer. Hofer brings it to half court, then launches it. It's on its way, and it is short. They didn't realize how much time was left, and they don't get the shot off, but still a nice opening quarter for Edco. They lead 23-6 at the end of 1. Let's take this break.
Edgewood Auto and Towing is an automotive repair shop, tire dealer, and 24/7 towing service. We offer full service work on all autos and semis. Our highly skilled mechanics provide quality workmanship and will get you back on the road in a timely manner. Check out our current tire rebates by calling 563-928-7333 or stopping into Edgewood Auto and Towing for complete terms and conditions.
Viking Stars basketball is brought to you in part by the Edgewood Reminder, Little Bit of Country Stoves and Fireplaces, Rhoda Chevrolet, Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport, Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington, member FDIC, Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, and Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader. 17-point lead for the Vikings at 23-6. Again, they closed the quarter on a 12-0 run. Nice opening act for the Vikings. Let's go through the stats so far in quarter number 1.
For the Vikings, they were 10 of 22, 0 of 3 from the free throw line, 3 of 9 behind the arc, so good shooting so far there. The Stars were 3 of 16, 0 of 5 behind the arc. They did not shoot a free throw in the first half. Stars with 6 turnovers. Edco only had that 1 turnover.
All right, we have our first score of the night. At the end of the first quarter, MFL Marmac leads Postville 27-10 at the end of the first quarter. So lots of scoring going on in that ball game, but MFL Marmac off to a good start there at home tonight. Meanwhile, we start the second quarter. Ecclescedar baseline, drives in, pulls up, little 8-foot leaner, probably 10-foot distance on it, aired it out from right to left, and the rebound pulled down by Starmont. For Starmont, Anderson, Hamlet, Carbone, Kruger, Cornwell back out there along with Pillard. In the lane, they try to work it to Cornwell, slapped out of bounds by Ecclescedar fronting the paint. Ecclescedar, Kirby, along with Beriski, McKenna Hofer, and Ava Hofer. Good to see McKenna Hofer quickly back on the court.
Back on the court, you bet. Looks like she's going to be okay.
So left side, it will be Hamlet taking it inbounds. Has to go on top, where it's picked up by Carbone Kruger, who drives in, has it knocked away by McKenna Hofer, who steals it away. Edco a fast break. Kirby drives in, has the ball knocked back away from Hamlet, as that time Starmont defensively didn't make Kirby commit, and they end up saving it, but it's just off to the right side of the basket.
Yeah, tipped out of there by Natalie Hamlet just on the hustle play, tipping from behind.
And it will be Eva Hofer inbounds to Ecclescedar along the baseline, pulls up, 12-foot jump shot, that's off the back of the rim, no good. Beriski tips out the rebound, and it's tracked down near center court by Kirby. Vikings have possession. Ecclescedar right wing, drives baseline again, back to Beriski, who drives in from the right elbow, pulls up, little 6-footer, it is good. From inside the elbow to the block area, 25-6 now, the Vikings extending things.
Yeah, continuing that little run that they started. Starmont has been pretty quiet offensively.
And Ava Hofer knocked it away from Hamlet, but Hamlet regroups, drives in, goes to the baseline to Cornwell. Cornwell, reverse layup, tried to go from right under to the left side of the basket, played Annie over, shot no good. Beriski leads the break, drives in left side, takes an off-balance shot, no good, but fouled. She ended up a little further along the baseline than she wanted to. She drove in off the left side, tried to shoot her up there with the right hand, and the foul committed by Anderson. Beriski will get 2.
And I think if she takes it up where she probably should leave her feet, that's probably an easy layup when we're going the other way, but she got so deep, and that's where Anderson was. That's where the contact was. That's going to be her second foul.
Free throw on its way by Beriski, and it popped in and out. It is no good. Beriski struggling from the free throw line early in this ball game, but not a bad free throw shooter at all, about 65% on the season.
Yeah, she's a pretty good free throw shooter. As a team, they shoot 60. She's that's above that average, but she's 0 for thus far.
And the second free throw being eyed by Beriski. That one is off the back of the rim. It is no good. They come up empty. Cornwell got the rebound, but it is Kirby who comes over the back as Cornwell and Pillard in front of her, and that is the first whistle against the Vikings here in the second quarter.
Yeah, Kirby just trying to make a little contact, see if he can get a tipped ball out of that, but made a little too much contact. They're going to give that possession back to the Stars.
All right, turnovers in the opening quarter, by the way.
6 for the Stars, 1 for the Vikings.
And that's obviously a big difference in this game. Right side, Hamlet goes off a pick, but it's a moving screen. Setting the pick was Rhodes. Actually, correction there. It was Payne, number 12, McKenna Payne. just came into the ball game. She's called for the foul, setting a pick at the top of the key.
Yeah, it was kind of a blind pick. She was a little close and just leaned in enough where they said, yep, you got to give her the space, and you can't lean into it, so they're going to call a legal screen.
Ava Hofer, right side to Eckelceder, in the lane to Kirby from the elbow. 15-footer, nails it. Again, able to step right into that shot. 27-6, 16-0 run by the Vikings.
And that's 9 points for the senior Kirby tonight in this early ball game.
And she's had great looks. Left side in the corner. It is Rhodes. Deep left corner for three. Aired it out. Cornwell had her hand on it. Lost it. It's picked up by Boriski. And Boriski's going to lead the break. Drives in from the right side. Strong layup, but too strong. Left it short. Rebound by Boriski and fouled on the putback. I should say not strong enough on that first layup attempt, but she stayed with it. And Boriski back to the free throw line.
Yeah, and, she needs to make those layups. She wants these to be and one situations, but now she needs to start making those free throws. She's had, 6 attempts now, and she hasn't made anything.
So this is again 2 for Boriski. Free throw on its way there, and it is good. Yeah, nice form there on the free throw. Certainly better than the numbers indicate tonight. Pillard checks out for Starmont. Savannah Niederhauser, a 5'3" freshman, makes her appearance in this ball game. And the second free throw being eyed here now. Boriski trying to put the Vikings up by 23 points here as we approach the 6-minute mark in our second quarter. Second free throw, it is good. So 29-6, Boriski back to form. 23-point lead for the Vikings. This run has now reached 18-0. We saw the MFL Marmac boys with a 23-0 run on Tuesday night in that ball game against Central. Hamlet, left side, they try to trap, she gets out of it, and they work it on over to Niederhauser, back over to Carbone Kruger from the elbow, 15-footer, banks it well long, it's no good. Rebound pulled down there by Niederhauser, has the shot blocked by Boriski. Boriski drives in, left side, stops, jump stops, takes it up with the right hand, shoots it up and in. 31-6, and Boriski has been a one-man show leading the break.
Oh, geez, she blocked it on one end, picked up the loose ball, went coast to coast and finished strong.
And here is a foul, and this time it's on Ava Hofer as they set a pick with Payne again off the right side, but this time Ava Hofer called for trying to push her way through the screen. A much better screen set that time by Payne for the Stars.
Yeah, much better there, and I believe that's the second foul on Ava Hofer, so she's going to have to play a little cleaner here and not be quite so aggressive with the reach.
Cornwell to Hamlet. Hamlet, deep three right side, short. She took it from about 22 feet away, but Cornwell hustled in and gets the rebound, and they maintain possession. Carbone Kruger drives in, loses the basketball, picked up there by Boriski. Got into some trouble there, and Edko back into the offensive end with Kirby. Right side, Eckelceder open, right wing, fires up the three, got it! Again, they want her to shoot. They really feel like she's got the type of shot that they can live with taking shots outside on a 28-point lead.
Well, she caught that in rhythm, too. That was the big difference there. Caught it in rhythm, shot it with confidence, no defender there, knocks it down.
Hamlet tried to go right side into the lane, looking for Cornwell, but it's deflected out of bounds. Edko getting their hands on everything on the defensive end. Madeline Bockenstead, a 5'4" freshman, checks in, and checking out here will be Payne for Starmont. So they've been stuck on 6 for quite a while. And right side, they get it inbounds to Cornwell. Double team, needs some help, and it's knocked away by Boriski, picked out of there by Eckelceder. And Eckelceder being hounded by Hamlet, she'll give it up to the guard in Addie Smeltzer, who brings it back across the timeline offensively. Kirby in the offensive end, top of the key, Ava Hofer open, fires up the three, shot no good, but the rebound spins to the right, and it's tracked down by Eckelceder in the corner. And as Eckelceder tries to drive right sideline, reach-in foul committed by Cornwell. That will be the 4th foul committed on Starmont. So the Vikings already in control, figure to get a lot of free throws here.
Yeah, that's the second foul on Cornwell, and from here on out, double bonus there for the Vikings.
Boriski inbounds, right corner, Eckelceder for three, got it! Back-to-back threes, and the Vikings well in control. 37-6, 26-0 run.
Yeah, the Stars haven't had an answer. They've been struggling the offense to find that open shot and to get past this stifling defense.
And here's a turnover by Starmont, as from the top of the key, it was Hamlet trying to work it left side, but made an errant pass to Bockenstead. So the Vikings have done this here without full court pressure.
Yeah, this has all been half court, that staggered 2-3 zone, so they have a lot of pressure on the ball, but just a zone thus far for the Vikings. They haven't switched defenses.
And by the way, another score. Key High girls lead Central at the end of one, 18-10. Meanwhile, Ava Hofer brings it into the offensive end, and it's slapped away by Hamlet. If you're talking about the 35-point rule, that would actually take effect, does not take effect until the second half.
Yeah, they're going to have to finish this quarter out before that would come into play. But right now, sitting at 31 difference, so we're in the neighborhood.
Yeah, Starmont just trying to get through the quarter. Meanwhile, Boriski underneath the basket. Nice feed from Kirby from the right side. Just found her inside the right block. 39-6 halfway through the second quarter.
Brisky showing off the hops, just out jumping to get the pass and then out jumping for the shot.
Hamlet stops the dribble, back out on top to Carbone Kruger. And she brings it right side, takes a little runner outside the lane, but that's blocked by Eckelceder. Eckelceder came out defensively. Kirby the rebound. Ahead of the pack is Brisky. Crossover dribble by Brisky. Drives in, scores the layup. Pretty move there. 30-0 run. 41-6, Vikings in the lead.
That was a pretty crossover. Just took control of that power dribble to get across and finishes strong.
And here's a pass intercepted by Kirby. Again, Starmont unable to get into the offensive setup. And the Vikings this time will actually walk it ahead offensively. Addie Smeltzer brings it left side to McKenna Hofer. Back over on top to actually Ava Hofer. Right side to Eckelceder, who drives baseline. Back over, tried to go to Kirby. Knocked away by Hamlet. Loose ball picked up by Carbone Kruger. Starmont with some numbers. Carbone Kruger pulls up from the free throw line, leaves the 15-footer short. Oh, they say she's fouled. A late whistle on that call. And Carbone Kruger goes to the free throw line for two.
Yeah, kind of the running 10-footer there. And says there was a contact as she was trying to get that shot off. So they're going to give her a couple of free throws here.
3:07 to go in our first half. Stars have not scored this quarter. And the free throw being eyed there, it's on its way, and it is circles around, and it stays out.
Oh, that was all the way down and came back up.
Touched every part of the rim, and that's been the story for Starmont shooting-wise this year. 18% from the field, 10% from the three-point line, 36% from the free throw line.
Yeah, their shooting struggles have been throughout the whole year.
And Carbone Kruger's second free throw, that's off the back of the rim. Long kick to the right. Kirby gets the rebound. So it remains a 35-point lead for Edco. Kirby in the offensive end. Goes to Brisky on the right block. Brings it middle of the lane, just near the middle of the lane. Floats it up and in from 8 feet away. They have no answer when she gets the ball in the lane.
Yeah, when she gets inside 8-10 feet, there's no answer. She elevates. She finishes strong.
Hamlet goes off a pick. Covered. Back out on top to Carbone Kruger. She takes a 17-footer right side. That shot long. Line drived it. Rebound picked out of there by McKenna Hofer. So Starmont really settling for the looks right now.
They are. They're 12, 15 feet out and farther. They haven't been able to get anything inside.
And 2.5 left in our half. Eckelceder right side. Deep three. Got another one from a step behind the arc on the right wing. It's now 46-6 here in the second.
Yeah, and Starmont, they're going to walk the ball up here, try to regroup, but they've been trying to force the ball inside. Nothing there. Settling for outside shots, not able to knock anything down
This,
right now.
by the way, a 35-0 run. Carbone Kruger, top of the key, jacks up a three off the front of the rim. It is no good. Rebound pulled down there by Brisky, and I believe there that she traveled with the basketball. It's actually McKenna Hofer who traveled with the basketball.
And if you want to talk about any miscues, that's about the first real miscue we've seen out of the Vikings. They've taken care of the ball. They've only got 3 turnovers. They're shooting well. They're defending lights out.
And again, they're able to work on some things. With 1-3-1 now, they went 2-3 earlier, and it's a good opportunity to do that when you're up by 40. Meanwhile, Rhodes jacks up a deep three from just off the top of the key left side, about a step behind the arc. Missed the shot. Brisky gets the rebound. Back to Kirby. Middle of the lane, spins. A little fall-away shot from 8 feet away. It is no good. Rebound back into the hands of Kirby, who drives in, tried to wrap it around to Brisky, overshot her as Kirby brought it along the left side, but they said it was deflected by Starmont. It stays down here with Edco.
Yeah, they're going to take it off on the right side of their own hoop, see what they have dialed up here. Coach Eckelceder giving them the play.
And inbounds to Eddie Smeltzer, who just came back into the ball game. Left side, Eckelceder open, deep left corner, fires up the three, got another one. Eckelceder, is that 4 in a row?
That's 4 in a row for Eckelceder.
49-6, Vikings in the lead.
And, Edco keeps working on things. Another out-of-bounds play worked to perfection there.
And we're down to 90 seconds left. Here's Rhodes, left side for 3. It's off the back of the rim. Starmont has become perimeter-oriented. Cornwell has the ball just taken away by Brisky. Smeltzer leads the break, but a good job by Starmont getting back. Kirby able to drive in, though. Slides by the defender, banks it up and in. This is a 40-0 run.
That was such a smooth finish there by Ellie Kirby.
Cornwell on the right block. Shot blocked by Eckelceder, but a foul called on Eckelceder. And Cornwell goes to the free throw line for 2. Starmont did a little of this in the first quarter, getting the ball down low.
They did, and Cornwell's been on the bench for quite a while. She had those 2 fouls, but they decided we need to have that inside presence, and they got the ball to her, takes it strong to the hoop, gets the foul, so now she has to knock down some free throws.
And trying to get some points on the board here, and the free throw is good. So that stops the run. It was 11-6. It's now 51-7. McKenna Hofer will check out as Whitman comes back into the ball game.
And Cornwell going to step to the line for her second attempt here. Got the cut off of 6 here, so they got it scoring started again.
Second free throw on its way. It is long, and the rebound pulled down by Kirby. A minute to go in our second quarter. We are going to have a moving clock in the second half. Kirby wide open, but covered as she brings it over to Smeltzer in the lane to Brisky. Spins, middle of the lane, shot facing the basket, left it long off the back of the rim. Did a good job creating some space, just long on the shot. Rhodes, actually, correction there. Pillard got the rebound. Carbone Kruger races into the offensive end, left side to Cornwall. Baseline 10-foot shot, aired it out long, 12-foot distance. Rebound pulled down off the right side by Brisky, and I think that Coach Eccleseder saying right now, hey, let's run a set here.
Let's run a set. Yep, they're going to draw something up, try to get a shot for somebody.
Eccleseder, deep right corner, fires up the three, and the shot no good. Kirby, the rebound from the weak side, banks it up and in, using the glass. We mentioned the set shot she has on the baseline, but uses the glass well.
Yeah, uses the glass from the short corner. Pretty looking shot. And here's just a tip by Eccleseder, but picked up by Pillard.
And Pillard launches another three, banks it in. The bank stays open late on this Friday night, and Starmont will take it any way they can. Eccleseder back in the offensive end. 6 seconds to go. And right side, Eccleseder on the wing. Fires up the three. On its way, it is well short. The rebound pulled down there by Whitman, but Whitman gets a putback. She's underneath the basket. It hit underneath. And the first half comes to an end. Edco put up 23 points in the opening quarter, 30 in the second quarter. They lead 53-10 at the half. When we return, first half stats and more. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
For generations, local farmers have trusted Freedom Bank to provide the financial backing they need to succeed. We have a long tradition of empowering success, and that continues today. We offer competitive financing options at competitive rates, whether for equipment purchases, building construction, land purchases, or operating capital. Visit one of Freedom Bank's experienced ag loan professionals in Elkader, Monona, Postville, and Waukon, or online at freedombnk.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Robertson Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Robertson.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Brown's family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
Hey, sports fans, take a time out and call Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local-friendly service. Owners Brian Bugenhagen and Michael Beck, along with their staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
At Top Gun Customs, we know that cars are complicated. We can handle all the complex new features of any vehicle, foreign or domestic. Not only will it look like new, it'll perform like new. At Top Gun, we don't care if it's a 30-point buck or just your neighbor's cat, big or small, we like them all. Top Gun also does fiberglass repairs, boats, motorcycles, guitars, detailing, paint corrections, headlight restoration. There's not much we don't do. Call Bob or Nancy at Top Gun for details and to schedule your repairs today. 563-964-9899.
Viking Stars Basketball is brought to you in part by Evans Chiropractic, EFM Construction, The Market, a division of Kendrick, Inc., Community Insurance with offices in Edgewood and Delhi. TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. Myers Auto Service in Monona. Clayton County Recycling of Monona. Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader. The Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC. Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. Car Auto Group online at karautogroup.com and Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. At the half, an incredible first half for Edco. 11-6 was the score of this game. They closed the first quarter on a 12-0 run, then continued it with a 28-0 run into the second quarter. They outscored Starmont 30-4 in the second quarter. It's 53-10. If there was any concern about Edco being tired, overlooking this game tonight, that did not happen. Couple of scores. Keyhigh leads Central at the half, 26-13. Turkey Valley leads Clayton Ridge at the end of one, 11-3. And MFL Marmac leads Postville at the half, 47-12. The score of that ball game. All right, let's go through our first half stats, and let's start with Edco. An outstanding first half.
They're led by Lily Brisky. She's at 20 points, right at her average in the first half. Ellie Kirby with 13, Rachel Eggleseder with 14, Addie Smeltzer with 3, Ava Hofer with 3. So 53 points. Remember, they average about 51 points a ball game, so above their average already. They shot 51%, 7 of 16 behind the arc, 44%. 15 of 27 inside the three-point line. That's 56%. 2 of 7 from the free throw line, so struggled there a little bit. And 3 turnovers for the Vikings, taking care of the basketball.
Yeah, I mean, a great first half for them. And we were surprised they didn't come out here in full court pressure, try to get control of this ball game early. But what they've done in the half court defensively has set them up.
It really has. They've just kind of settled into that half court defense, and everything kind of went from there.
All right, for Starmont, we saw you run your offense a few times in that first half. Some good things happened there, but just getting into their offense, and then the pace of play quickens up for Starmont, and that's something they don't want to see.
Yeah, they've got a few scores on the board. Lexi Pillard's got a 3. Elena Cornwell's got 3 points. Carbone Kruger's got 2 points, and Natalie Hamlet with 2 points. So 10 points so far. They're only shooting 14%. 1 of 11 behind the arc. 3 of 17 for 18% inside the three-point line. Only 1 of 4 from the free throw line, 25%. 12 turnovers, and surprisingly, I thought that would be higher, but they're taking care of the ball for the most part in the full court. It's the half court where they're struggling.
And just not getting into the offense. They've settled for far too many jump shots.
Yeah, they're throwing the ball up from deep and running one-handers from 15 feet, and then they're not crashing the boards.
So again, it's Edco with a lead of 53-10. We'll have a moving clock in this second half. When we return, we'll talk about the boys' game coming up a little bit later on, see if we have any other scores trickle in. You're listening to high school basketball on KCTN, Garnavillo, Elkader, Iowa. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
Hi, this is Tara Fink, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. Helping people bottom line is the biggest reason I chose a career in mental health. During my own struggles, it was difficult to find good support in this area. Therefore, I vowed to come back home to help meet the great need for mental health care in Northeast Iowa. I'm available for consultations at both the Walk-On and Postville Clinic locations, offering assessment, diagnosis, and medication management for all mental illnesses.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what they do at Clayton Drug, now offering free delivery of prescriptions to the Monona area. To find out more, call 563-245-2530. Clayton Drug can help you transfer your prescriptions quickly and easily to their pharmacy. Clayton Drug is committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve all in between.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
Viking Stars Basketball is brought to you in part by Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi. Blooms, Flowers, Gifts, and more in Edgewood. Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door. LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. Furniture Showcase and Old Wine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. And Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. At the half, Edco well in control, 53-10 here at the break. Our boys game coming up a little bit later on tonight. In the first matchup, Edco boys were impressive as they routed Starmont 69-31. Stars playing a little bit short-handed that night, and Edco will be playing this game without their leading scorer and rebounder, Price Rochford, as they lost him due to injury earlier this season.
Yeah, they lost him over the Christmas break, so he hasn't been with them. So they've had time to regroup. They've had some youngsters step up for them, so it'll be interesting to see how they respond tonight. This will be a good matchup. Starmont is playing better. I know they remember what happened the first time they played, so they're going to come out aggressive, and Edco's going to have to be ready for whatever Coach Bentley has dialed up for.
Yeah, both those teams have 6 wins. Starmont is 6-12, Edco is 6-11. So somebody's going to get their 7th win tonight, which always helps you with the seeding when it comes to the boys. So still a big game tonight, and especially being that Edco won the first matchup.
Yeah, Edco won the first matchup. You can win the second matchup. You know, anytime there's maybe a decision of where that game gets played, you want to have that advantage there. So they're gonna be excited about this game. Both teams ready to go.
All right, let's talk about now the second half of this ball game. Again, the clock is going to be moving, and let's start with Starmont. You're down big, 43 points. You should forget the scoreboard here and get back to what you tried to do early in this ball game, running an offense.
Yeah, when they ran that offense, got the ball inside, crashed the boards, getting those rebounds, they looked like they had some semblance of, hey, we know what we're doing, we're running that offense, but when Edco put that pressure on them, they just struggled to get anything going.
Pillard, Hamlet, Carbone, Kruger, Cornwell. Also out there is Anderson. They go in the lane. Shot by Pillard. Banked it long. The left-handed shot. Rebound pulled down by Boriski. And Boriski is fouled there by Hamlet. But right there is what we're talking about. Got the ball into the lane.
Yeah, got the ball in the lane. Had an opportunity. Just didn't capitalize on the open shot.
For Edco, to start the second half, it's Ava Hofer, McKenna Hofer. Also out there as well is Boriski. You have Enkelceder and Kirby. I think if you're Edco, this group gets a few minutes here, look good, and call it a night.
Yeah, let those younger girls play. Remember, no JV girls game tonight, so some of those younger kids get a chance to play.
In the lane, Boriski, about 8 feet away, just off the right side, missed the shot. McKenna Hofer slides to the floor, along with a Starmont girl there as well, and that was Pillard. It is a jump ball, and it actually stays down here with the Vikings. But you talk about how a moving clock can move things along. 1 minute in already, and the clock continues to move. It will only stop if we have a timeout or, God forbid, an injury. We hope that doesn't happen at this point. And also, of course, if we're shooting fouls here. So, left side, Enkelceder wide open, step behind the arc for 3, leaves it short. Brisky skies, gets the rebound and scores the putback off the left block. Edco continues to add on here, 55-10 here in the third quarter.
Yeah, nice rebound there, offensive rebound by Brisky, able to put that back in.
Edco back to the 2-3 zone. Cornwell right side jacks up a 3. That shot no good. I don't think that's what the Stars are looking for as Kirby gets the rebound to the left. Cornwell pretty good in the lane in this first half. Meanwhile, it is Ava Hofer to McKenna Hofer. Left side to Enkelceder, inside the arc, takes a 17-footer, circled in and out. Boriski, the offensive rebound, banks it off the back of the rim, though, then slaps the rebound out of bounds along with Kirby, and Boriski realizes she left that one short and missed the putback opportunity, but helps the rebounding stats.
Yeah, good rebound again, just didn't get that quite off the glass clean and came out of bounds, ended up tipping that away.
Edco back to the 2-3 zone, and again, they'll come out in pressure here off the right side as Hamlet goes right side along the baseline. Anderson, baseline 12-foot shot, it is good. So Boriski came out to defend, and Anderson found herself along the baseline. Stars scored their first basket here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Boriski came up from the bottom of that zone and deflected that ball, and then they found Anderson out, right where she should have been defensively.
Enkelceder down to Kirby on the left block, banks the shot long, no good post-up look. Pillard gets the rebound, it's knocked away, but Pillard picks it back up, and she'll race it into the offensive end. Drives in, pulls up 5 feet away, banks the shot long, closer to 8 feet away from outside the lane, shot no good. Ava Hofer leads the break the other way. And she goes left side to Boriski, who splits the defenders and then rake of the eyes as she is fouled hard, driving in left side. And Boriski, let's make sure she's okay, because the head kind of snapped back, and yeah, she's stretching out her neck there.
Yeah.
She's all right, but that's your concern there. That was almost a wrestling arm bar there.
Yeah, that was an arm across the face, and she went down pretty hard on the ground, awkwardly.
And inbounds, Ava Hofer, corner, Rachel Enkelceder, left corner for 3, got it! It's another three-pointer, and it's 58-12 right now. This is the reason why, if you're Edco, this group only gets a minute or two more.
I would say a couple more minutes here in the quarter and let the youngsters finish this out.
As Hamlet drives in the lane, there is a tie-up. McKenna Hofert able to tie her up. So Edco, again, continuing to play well in the half-court defensively. And Starmont will take it off the right side of the basket with a 46-point lead as we approach the halfway point of our third quarter. Clock hasn't stopped. Inbounds pass intercepted by McKenna Hofer at the free throw line. Read it on top. Brisky right side to Kirby. Kirby loses the handle on the way in. Last touch off the hands there, I believe, of Starmont. It's going to stay down here with Edco.
Yeah, Edco's going to reset here, take it off on the right side of their own half basket.
And it will be Enkelceder inbounds to Kirby. Back over to Bariski, back in the right corner. Enkelceder absolutely wide open for three. Got another one.
Why not?
Stays red hot. 61-12. It's all good for the Vikings.
Yeah, that's 6 threes for Enkelceder. She's having a great night.
And on the timeline offensively, Hamlet. Right side, then goes cross court where the pass is deflected. Tough to make that pass against this zone. Kirby picks up the loose basketball, steps through a double team, and is actually fouled as the reach in committed by Starmont. That will be their third foul of this third quarter. Edco coming into tonight, and this would be from the stats not including last night's ball game, but Enkelceder's taken 117 three-pointers this year, so they want her to shoot.
Oh, yeah, they have no problem with her taking that shot, and so far, she's been wide open. Nobody's gotten out. Nobody's closed out on her, so she's knocking them down without a hand in her face.
Carbone Kruger checks out. Niederhauser back into the game for the Vikings. Kirby in the lane to Brisky. Right block, takes a tough shot. Good straight-up defense there by Pillard, and the rebound pulled down by Hamlet. Hamlet tied up there by Kirby. The alternate possession rule will keep it down here. If you're Starmont, you have 3 seniors on your roster, and again, it's a very young team besides that, but you have to say something about 3 seniors who haven't seen a lot of success sticking with it.
Oh, absolutely. They're out there. They're competing. They're working at things, and you got to give the tip of the hat to them.
McKenna Hofer misses a 3 on the right wing, but there's Bariski reading the rebound well. Right back to her. She kept it up, takes it up and in, and it's 63-12. Meanwhile, Hamlet drives in the lane, knocked away by McKenna Hofer. Loose ball picked up by Kirby. Vikings bring it back offensively. Enkelceder to Kirby off the left side, 15-footer left wing off the back of the rim, shot no good, and the rebound pulled down by Niederhauser, and Niederhauser a reach-in foul by McKenna Hofer. Edco not clearing the bench yet. They may decide to give this group maybe the rest of the third quarter.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I wouldn't think much longer.
I wouldn't think much longer than that, but things well in hand. They've got things under control. Time to get those youngsters in there and let them finish this game.
And part of that is with Addie Smeltzer, a freshman, coming in, and the other freshman, Ava Hofer, checking out as we approach the 2-minute mark here in our quarter. So Hamlet on top. There's a reach-in foul committed by Edco. So that's the second foul on Edco. We have yet to have the clock stop here in the first 6 minutes of this third quarter.
Yeah, and I think if that falls on Addie Smeltzer, that's going to be her third. So she needs to play a little cleaner here.
Let's not get to the free throw line here.
No.
If we can, let's try not to prolong this any longer. As they work it inbounds, Hamlet left side to Anderson. Turns, fires the 15-footer, banked off the left side of the backboard. Shot no good. Kirby gets the rebound, and Edco goes offensively. Kirby takes it all the way, pulls up from the right block, banks it long. Smeltzer, good job picking up the loose basketball, saves it back over to Kirby. Right side in the lane, Bariski from the right block, spins, a little fadeaway shot, circled around, got it to go down, just slid it over the rim. 65-12 as they continue here with a 12-2 run in our third quarter. Hamlet drives to the elbow, right side of Cornwell, goes off her hands, too hot, too high to handle. Stars turn it over.
Yep, and that ball goes out of bounds. The clock's continuing to run here.
1 minute left in our third quarter. Enkelceder gets it inbounds to Addie Smeltzer. And Smeltzer brings it across the timeline. Edco continuing to work on some things here in the half-court offense. Smeltzer, left side, Enkelceder, wide open, left side for 3, cupped in and out, no good. Had a great look, though. And the rebound pulled down there by Anderson for Starmont. Inside the final minute of our third. And Pillard in the offensive end, knocked away from behind by McKenna Hofer. The one thing you'd like to see is Edco's way up in this ball game, but still hustling.
They are. They're staying aggressive defensively, hustling up and down the court, looking to attack the basket. They're not just kind of going through the motions. They're playing hard.
They'll take it off the left side of the basket. Hamlet will. Inbounds for Starmont. Goes back out on top there to Niederhauser. And Niederhauser, right side to Anderson. Launches up a 3. Right side on its way. Aired it short. It is no good. It is a high arcing 3-point shot that she offers.
She brings the rain when she shoots that.
Absolutely. Brings it down from basically the hip on the way up. 19 seconds left here in the third quarter. Right side, McKenna Hofer, baseline for three. Shot is long. Boriski, the right rebound from the block area. She airs out the shot long. Eccleston tried to save it out of bounds. It goes back to Starmont as we go inside the final seconds of our third quarter. Let's see if Starmont gets the ball in bounce here, and looks like they will not. And the third quarter comes to an end. Vikings rolling 65-12 as we go to the fourth and final quarter. Next.
Alameda Clayton Electric provides more than energy. They also provide tips to help keep you safe. Use portable space heaters safely. The safest types have switches that turn the heater off if it's knocked over. Keep portable heaters away from papers, bedding, draperies, and other combustible materials to prevent fires, and keep them away from water to prevent electric shock. Never leave a space heater unattended or leave children alone in a room with a space heater. Your electric cooperative cares about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Viking Stars basketball is brought to you in part by Northeast Iowa Subdrains in Strawberry Point, Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Adverse Weather Insurance, Jim Furman of Volga, your independent crop insurance agent, Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Bacon Concrete in Postville, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org, and Rivals Inc. Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. 65-12, Edco leads, outscoring Starmont 12-2 in that third quarter. We thought maybe Edco would go to the bench a little bit earlier, but they're going to start this fourth quarter with their starters in the game up by 53 points right now.
Yeah, they've got Smeltzer in there instead of Ava Hofer, but otherwise starters still on the court.
I wouldn't think this would be long. I guess I'm kind of surprised it's even going on here right now. Cornwell tried to go in the lane to Hamlet, knocked away, but Hamlet picks it up. Carbone Kruger out there, Pillard and Anderson. Cornwell right side for three, short, but the rebound read well by Hamlet, who works it back over to Pillard on the left wing. Pillard drives in, pulls up, 12-foot jump shot, aired it out long, had a good look, one of the best looks they've had from the perimeter anyway, and the rebound pulled down there by Edco. So how long do you give them here in the fourth quarter?
I'm surprised they're out there at all. We've seen a couple of girls tumble to the floor already.
Kirby off the right side misses the 12-foot leaner outside the lane. Actually, it was a set shot. Missed it, and Starmont gets the rebound. I understand you're working on some things. As a matter of fact, they're back to the 1-3-1. Meanwhile, the ball knocked away as Starmont in the offensive end knocked it away. Originally, it was by Kirby, but then Starmont knocked it out of bounds, and it goes back to the Stars, or the Vikings, I should say. So we're already a minute into our fourth quarter, so that's the other thing to consider here. We mentioned this, that Boriski took a nasty fall earlier in this ball game.
She took a nasty fall. We saw McKenna Hofer in the first quarter take a nasty fall, so we want to keep them healthy. They've got a couple of ball games yet to play.
Boriski off the right block, shot no good, but she was fouled, and that is our first stoppage of play here in the fourth quarter. They continue to run the clock. I don't think anybody's arguing with that, and they now stop it with 6:45 left here in the fourth. So it will be, again, Boriski to the free throw line for two.
Yeah, and Boriski here had a struggle from the free throw line tonight. She's had the majority. I think she's had all their free throws, actually. So 2 of 7 from the free throw line.
Free throw on its way there. It is good. So she's getting back to that percentage. What was our shooting in the third quarter, by the way?
Third quarter for the Vikings, they were 5 of 17. They did not shoot any free throws for the Stars. They were 1 of 6. That one was inside the three-point line.
Boriski's second free throw, it is good. So Boriski's hit her last 4 free throws, and it's a 55-point lead as the clock continues back up. And Hamlet into the offensive end. Right side, the ball knocked away by McKenna Hofer, but a foul called on McKenna Hofer. More of a 2-3 look that time, wouldn't you say, Fred?
Yeah, I think sometimes it's deceiving because they like to stack the 2 on top. So they kind of go a 1-1-3 and then adjust to where the guards go. But sometimes they will switch to that 1-3-1.
And taking it near side out of bounds will be Hamlet. Hamlet into the backcourt, knocked away by Smeltzer, but Hamlet able to go get it at center court. Hamlet left side, the pass knocked away. Kirby ends up on the floor with 2 star players. She's able to step away. She did not land on the floor. Anderson down there along with Hamlet. Good hustle by all 3 of those girls. And it goes back to Edco. Yeah. The other thing is about subbing with a moving clock. They ain't going to get a lot of time.
Yeah, they're not going to get a lot of time because this clock is going to continue to move, and that's for sure.
And across the timeline is Eccleston. So kind of a different set here with Eccleston taking the top. And left side now, they work it with Smeltzer. Back right side, Eccleston from 25 feet away, right side off the side of the rim. Boriski gets the rebound. Her putback, little fadeaway, 8 feet away, left it short. It is no good. And the rebound pulled down there by Pillard, being hounded by Boriski. And they are able to get it to Carbone Kruger, but overshot. It's picked up by Eccleston. So Edco in the offensive end, right side to McKenna Hofer. In the lane, Boriski. Right block, nice drop step move. The layup, it is up. It is in. Nudge to the floor, and she'll go to the free throw line for a 3-point opportunity. So I believe here the clock stops with 5:25 to go, and it will be Boriski to the free throw line for a 3-point opportunity.
And that was a hard tumble. You saw the contact, and Boriski went down kind of awkwardly, and those are the things you worry about in this situation. You don't want someone to take that nasty fall and hurt something.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Boriski's free throw, it is good, 70-12. Whitman and also Smeltzer, the only 2 subs Edco has played tonight, right?
They've only gone 7 deep so far.
And here's a reach-in foul by Smeltzer. The one thing Smeltzer's done in her time there is just picked up her 4th foul, so she's been a little over-aggressive, splitting time there with Ava Hofer.
Yeah, and Ava Hofer is at the scorer's bench, so she's going to check in and replace Addie Smeltzer. So we're back to starting 5 on the court for Edco.
And again, we'll have our coaching interviews for the girls' game at halftime of our boys' game tonight. Be interesting to talk about with Coach Eckelceder what they worked on here in this ball game. McKenna Hofer nudged by Pillard. No call, and Starmont now has it with Hamlet. Hamlet, right side, try to go to Cornwell, overshot, ball ends up in the scorer's table, and it's another turnover. And again, you see Coach Eckelceder laying out, setting out a new play, or it looks like calling for a certain play.
Yeah, they're trying to run some sets here. They've got Hofer running the point again here, but they've been running some set plays, things to work on for the postseason.
Eckelceder wide open, left side for 3 off the front of the rim. Hofer gets the weak side rebound, saves it, but it goes on top into the hands of Carbone Kruger, who leads the break. Drives in right side, jump stops, resets, fouled from behind by Eckelceder. And Carbone Kruger, a rare fast break opportunity for Starmont. Carbone Kruger goes to the free throw line for 2. Our clock will stop with 4:15 left in our 4th quarter.
And thus far tonight, the Stars are 1 for 4 from the free throw line. That one was hit there in the 2nd quarter. That kind of stopped the scoring drought for them. But Carbone Kruger going to get a pair here.
All right, Coach Eckelceder talking with the subs on the bench, so I think that's coming as Carbone Kruger makes the free throw to make it 70-13. Starmont has scored 3 points in this half. And for Edco, the moving clock, they've scored 15. But this game at the end of the first quarter, they had control. And I think Starmont wants a timeout. Carbone Kruger's second free throw. It is short, missed the rim. And a timeout taken by Starmont. This is the first timeout used in this game, believe it or not. 70-13. My word. Back with the final after this. Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer in both Guttenberg and Monona, a call. You can reach Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. That's 563-252-2471. They can help you and your family be good at life.
Alameda Clayton Electric provides more than energy. They also provide tips to help keep you safe. Use portable space heaters safely. The safest types have switches that turn the heater off if it's knocked over. Keep portable heaters away from papers, bedding, draperies, and other combustible materials to prevent fires, and keep them away from water to prevent electric shock. Never leave a space heater unattended or leave children alone in a room with a space heater. Your electric cooperative cares about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy cooperative.
Hopefully for the final 4:07 here. Eckelceder left side for 3, short of the side of the rim. And the rebound tracked down by Anderson. Good save, but back to Kirby. Kirby right side to Hofer. McKenna Hofer from the right block. Banks it up and in, made that extra pass. 72-13. And again, the starters continue now on the court for Edco. Right side, baseline to Cornwell. Deep right side for 3. That shot off the back of the rim. Rebound by Hamlet. She's fouled on the floor, so the clock will continue to move in what is the 4th foul committed by Edco. And Starmont's committed 2. Well, your concern is usually these things come back to haunt you at some point.
They do. You don't want someone getting hurt. You don't want something strange happening here when this game is already under control.
Cornwell, right side outside the lane, hits the 15-footer. It is good. Cornwell's had a couple of nice baskets for Starmont with a score 72-15.
You know what? And her three-pointers have been right around the rim. They've improved. she's a decent shooter.
In the lane, Boriski gets it by Cornwell, takes an off-balance shot, no good. Kirby gets the rebound, put back, it is no good, and Kirby knocked to the floor there by number 22 in Anderson. And we'll get the opportunity to talk to Coach Eckelceder at halftime of the boys' game about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about, what the plan was here, what you guys were working on. The postseason's coming. This could be a stamina thing. This could be, hey, we want to work on certain sets, but you want to keep your players healthy. I think that's number one concern.
Free throw, it is good, 73-15. And as you mentioned, we didn't have a JV girls game tonight.
Yeah, so opportunity. If you got a lot of fresh legs sitting there on the bench, opportunity here for them to get some varsity experience.
And second free throw by Kirby. It's in and out, no good. Boriski, the offensive rebound, puts it back up and in. Just adding on to the stats. 75-15, 3 minutes to go.
And continuing in that 2-3 zone is Edco, and they're continuing pressure the ball, playing those passing lanes.
Hamlet, Pillar, just inside the top of the key, banks the shot long. Carbone Kruger, the rebound, put back. It is up, no good, but fouled by Eckelceder. So either way, we're shooting 2. We get into the bonus situation, and it will be Carbone Kruger to the free throw line for 2. So coming into this ball game, you have to figure that Edco figured they were going to win this ball game if they got this. They had a plan coming in here, I would think, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they came into this game very confident. We're going to be able to win this ball game, and they should have had some kind of game plan. And, we talked about Coach Putz is not here tonight. He's under the weather. He's at home. So, maybe that didn't get communicated. But starters continuing here for Edco. We've got another 2:45 to finish up this ball.
Carbone Kruger missed the first free throw, by the way, as we continue to fill time. Second free throw on its way there, and that free throw, it is no good. Came up empty. A rebound pulled down there by Kirby. So Kirby brings it across the timeline. Left side, Eckelceder, deep left corner, fires up another 3. It's up the front of the rim. They've cooled down a bit from the outside. Meanwhile, the rebound squirts ahead. Here we've got girls and Hamlet pulling it away as you had McKenna Everhofer down on the floor. Meanwhile, left side they go to Cornwell, who misses the shot from the left block. Rebound, Everhofer tied up the pillar. They both end up on the floor. That's been a common occurrence here in this fourth quarter, and it stays down here with the Stars. I'm thinking they're not going to sub.
I don't know if they're gonna. And Pillard, her glasses went tumbling to the floor, so I think something went wrong there. She just tossed them to the bench. She's raring to go out there. I don't think we're going to see those subs.
Well, they just took off their shirts, but we're down inside 2 minutes to go here. So now they're going to take a timeout and bring the subs in for the final 2 minutes with a running clock. 75-15. Edco in the lead. And we're going to just keep it right here as we get ready for the final 2 minutes of this ball game. Coming up, we will have the post-game show. We will, for the girls' game, we'll go through the game stats, that is, and start the chalk talk for our boys' game coming up a little bit later on tonight. This will give us an opportunity to talk about who's in for Edco, and that will be number 42 into the ball game. Kendall Whitman played earlier. They've only played 7 girls to this point. Number 44 into the ball game, Abigail Schilling. She's a 5'8 sophomore. Addie Smeltzer comes back in. She's seen some action. Number 32, Bella Batten, a freshman into the ball game. And I believe number 52 into the ballgame as well, Caitlin Closer, another freshman. So you're going to finish here with freshmen who certainly need playing time.
Yeah, absolutely. You need these girls to continue to improve. They do have just the one senior, so a lot of these girls are all going to be back next year. They need that playing time.
And back out on top to Carbone Kruger after the timeout, and she drives in, takes an off-balance 10-footer. It is no good, and the foul on Addie Smeltzer. Is that the 5th foul on Addie Smeltzer?
That's her 5th foul, so they're going to have to get somebody back into the game here.
And the clock stops with 1:56 to go. For Starmont, it's not going to get any easier. North Lynn coming up next on your schedule.
Yeah, next week they have North Lynn here, and not going to be an easy ball game. North Lynn ranked in the state, leading the conference. They're going to be a handful.
So Addie Smeltzer checks out, and now I believe Edco has cleared the bench.
Yep, we've got
number
Natalie
50
Voss
into the game, and Natalie Voss, who is another freshman, with 1:56 to go in our fourth quarter. And Carbone Kruger to the free throw line on its way, and it is no good.
Well, and if you look at who they have out there, we've got 4 posts and a guard out there for Edco right now. Bella Batten is probably their only true guard out there. The other 4 girls out there, they're a lot of post play for that JV team.
I don't know if that played into this at all, but
I don't know.
I have no idea why it would. As Carbone Kruger shoots it granny style and graces the front of the rim. Why not? Shot no good. Carbone Kruger gets her own rebound. Hamlet, top of the key, deep 3. Banks it long, and the rebound on the floor. You've got some girls there. 2 girls, 3 girls, now almost 4. And it's a jump ball, and it goes back there to Starmont. They'll continue possession. Cornwell, Anderson, I don't know who else was on the floor. Eckelceder comes into the ball game, and checking out is Closer.
And this may be ball handling. I think this is to help with ball handling.
90 seconds left here in our fourth quarter. How many three-pointers does Eccles Cedar have in this ball game? By the way, it turns out it's Edco's ball.
It's Edco ball on the jump ball. Yeah, absolutely.
Get us a rundown there on how many three-pointers.
6. She's got 6.
6 three-pointers in a ball game. So Eccles Cedar brings it into the offensive end for the Vikings. Top of the key, try to work it inside. It's knocked away, but Eccles Cedar picks it up. So, yeah, I believe this is ball handling. Baseline, Whitman. Whitman, top of the key to Eccles Cedar. Goes right side there, and launching the 3 right side is batting. The shot no good, but the offensive rebound pulled down by Whitman. Puts it up and in, inside a minute to go. Sub into the scoring column for Edco. And good to see these girls getting an opportunity here very late in this game. Right side offensively, Cornwell jacks up a 3 right wing, leaves it short. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and it goes back there to Edco. And you should, at this point, just take it the length of the court.
Get it into the front court. Let's sit on it. Let's let this clock run out.
MFL Marmac has defeated Postville tonight, 71-20. Meanwhile, Keyhigh leads Central, 35-21. That ball game is going into the 4th. Here's Eccles Cedar, deep 3, a left side. Took a 3-point shot that is no good. The rebound goes out of bounds. It'll stay down here with 20 seconds left and counting in this ball game. Meanwhile, it is Turkey Valley leading Clayton Ridge 27-9 at the half. Inbounds, they work it in the corner to Eccles Cedar. Eccles Cedar deep right corner for 3. That shot no good. I think they were trying to get her 7th three-pointer. But the ball goes out of bounds and the game comes to an end. So for Edco, a dominating first half. They grab control with a 40-0 run, and they sweep Starmont impressively for the second time. The final score, 77-15. With the win, Edco 10-9, 3-8 in the conference. Starmont falls to 1-18, 0-11 in the conference. A break. When we return, we'll have game stats for the girls' game and the Chalk Talk for the boys' game coming up.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt and Ann at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Life's better with American Family Insurance, because whether it's a family road trip in your dream car or hosting a family reunion in your dream home, we help you feel protected so you can enjoy those dreams with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Welcome back to Starmont. It is senior night here, and Starmont paying tribute to their 3 senior girls and the 5 senior boys. The senior girls are Natalie Hamlet, Lexi Pillard, and also Aaliyah Cornwell, 3 of their starters. Meanwhile, for the Starmont boys, their seniors are Kyle Sherman, Matthew Horns, Nicholas Corbin, Vincent Bryant, and Tristan Kruger are their 5 seniors. So they're being introduced in between this ball game tonight. Starmont girls dominant. It was 11-6 in the first quarter, and we thought Starmont doing some positive things to at least give Edco a little bit of a game here early going. But man, that turned in a hurry. 12-0 run to close the first quarter. 28-0 run to start the second quarter. Next thing you know, it's 53-10 at the half. They outscored Starmont 12-2 in the third, 12-3 in the fourth quarter to win 77-15, the final score. Let's go to the totals now for the Vikings.
For the Vikings, they were led by Bariski. She had 33 points on the night. Rachel Eggleseder finishes with 20 points. Ellie Kirby with 14 points, so a great group there. 2 juniors and a senior leading the way for you. We had 3 points for Addie Smeltzer, 3 points for Ava Hofer, 2 points for Kendall Whitman, and 2 points for McKenna Hofer, so 77 points tonight. They shot 42% tonight, shot lights out, 9 of 29 behind the arc, 22 of 44, 50% inside the arc, and 6 of 12 from the free throw line, 50%. They had 3 turnovers at halftime. They finished with only 3 turnovers.
Yeah, had a great game. Had just a great floor game there. And again, their starters went deep into this ball game, not going to the bench till the 2-minute mark of our fourth quarter. For Starmont, again, things a little better in the second half, but the clock was moving. As you continue to work on things, let's go to the totals for the Stars.
Well, and we talk about scoring being an issue for them. They were led by Leah Cornwell, 5 points for her. Lexi Pillard, 3 points. Carbone Kruger with 3 points. Natalie Hamlet, senior, she's got 2 points. Lexi Anderson with 2 points. So there's their 15 points tonight. They shot 14% overall, 1 of 17 behind the arc, 5 of 25 from the field. Otherwise, that's 20% above their average. 2 of 10 from the free throw line, that's 20%. And they finished the game with 20 turnovers.
Which, believe it or not, that's a positive. That's a step in the right direction.
It is.
And I think what happened is better handling the basketball tonight. That's a positive. But a lot of their shots ended up being rushed, and that was because of the pressure defense Edco playing in that zone.
Yeah, that half-court pressure defense, they just wanted to get the shot off and try to crash the boards, but the offensive rebounds just weren't there.
All right, so again, our final score ends up being 77-15. Edco, again, is at Springville, their next ball game, and that'll be a different beast for them, won't it?
That will be. You've got a Post in there who's been playing since she was, a freshman a little bit, and she's a senior now. She's a tough handle there at 6'2", and then after that, they play Easton Valley. So they've got 2 more games to finish up their season before they go into tournament play.
All right, meanwhile, for Starmont, as we mentioned, they close the regular season on Tuesday night, and they get North Lynn, and that is going to be a tough ball game. The second team in Class 1A. I mean, you played Springville the other nights. You dropped that decision 87-13. Again, you got to give props to these 3 seniors. Starmont has won 3 games the last 4 years with these seniors here. And the fact that they've stayed with it here and continue to work at things, give a tip of the hat there.
Absolutely. There was a couple years ago, they had barely enough girls to play. They didn't have enough to really go 5-on-5 at practices. And for them to stick around and finish this out and see this to the end, they've got 1 more regular season and then the postseason. You got to tip your hat to them on senior night.
All right, let's update you on the girls' scores. Again, Edco wins our ball game 77-15. MFL Marmac has defeated Postville tonight in a similar fashion, 71-20, the final score there. Turkey Valley leads Clayton Ridge 36-14. That's at the end of the third quarter. And Keyhigh leads Central at the end of the third quarter, 35-21. Those are all girls' games tonight. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll start the Chalk Talk for your boys game. Coming up next.
Scooters Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooters Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooters Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooters Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooters Coffee in Manchester.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People's State Bank. People's State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right, 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People's State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People's State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
The winter high school sports season has begun, and the doctors and staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Chase Bruner, and Dr. Daphne Hofler of Family Dentistry wish all of our student athletes a very healthy and successful season. Call 539-4651. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, where health-changing smiles are created.
It's time now for the Viking Stars boys game. The Edco boys are a different team since the first matchup. They've been playing without their leading scorer and rebounder, but they continue to battle, and they go for the season sweep tonight. For Starmont, the Stars lost big in the first matchup with the Vikings. They've looked forward to this rematch to show that they are a much better team this time around. It's time now for game number 2 with Edgewood, Colesburg, and Starmont. The Chalk Talk for the boys game coming up next on KCTN FM 100.
Scooter's Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooter's Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooter's Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooter's Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooter's Coffee in Manchester.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People's State Bank. People's State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right. 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People's State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People's State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
The winter high school sports season has begun, and the doctors and staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Chase Bruner, and Dr. Daphne Hofler of Family Dentistry wish all of our student athletes a very healthy and successful season. Call 539-4651. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, where health-changing smiles are created.
We begin the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by Edco boys basketball coach Justin Olin. Coach, your team now 6-11, 3-8 in the conference. Dropped a conference decision to Maquoketa Valley Tuesday night, a hard-fought 46-28 decision. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, it was the battle of the walking sick, I think, truly. Both teams just missing guys from sickness, and it was interesting. I think that both teams had a lot of guys that weren't quite playing where they were used to, and I mean that's never an excuse. And we both went out and got after it defensively. I thought we played really well, and I thought MV did a really nice job with their personnel of doing what they needed to do. And at the end of the night, they did a better job of knocking down some open shots, whereas we didn't make as many of the open ones as we needed to, and just kind of ended up getting away from us. And they pulled it out, and but not for lack of effort on my kids. I mean, we continue to play hard and try to do things the right way, and we're starting to get all healed up here. So we'll see if we can't start putting together a little more consistent play.
All right, now starting a lineup for your team tonight.
I'm going to be starting Jack Steger, Bryce Stainard, Kyler Cole, and Jaden Miller, and Will Wiskus.
And I know, some kids contribute off the bench for you too.
Yeah, the one thing about having to be kind of a rotating door with injuries and sickness here is everybody's been kind of getting an opportunity to show what they can do. I got McCoy Owen comes off the bench, Landon Campbell, Christopher Lang, Jorge Blanco. We got a lot of guys that have been getting some opportunities to play, and they've been really doing a nice job of coming in and filling in for us when we need it.
All right, handled Starmont in the first matchup. What do you know about the Stars?
Yeah, they've gotten a ton better. They had some guys out the first time we played them, and they look more at full strength now. And we're just kind of we got to do a nice job of not letting them play their type of game that they want to play, we have to make sure we dictate the pace of the game. We got to rebound their misses well, and just play really good defense. Try to force them to shoot a lot of challenged exterior shots, not let them get to the basket. And once we get those rebounds, kind of get down before they can get set and try to take advantage in our transition a little bit, and then execute well on the offensive and get good looks each time. Don't turn the ball over to them.
Sure.
And that should help us a lot.
Absolutely. All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Hey, I sure appreciate it, Dan. Thank you.
You betcha. EDCO basketball coach Justin Olin and his Viking program. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
Brought to you by locally owned and operated NEAT, proudly providing high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light to businesses and homes in Northeast Iowa. NEAT also provides computer and network services as well as business phone system sales and service. For more information, visit NEITEL.com or call 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
TNT Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. We have a nice selection of clean used units available along with new units. Contact Brian, Sawyer, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase. To keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play, schedule your service work with Brian or Nathan by calling 563-245-1100 or stop into TNT Power Sports north of Alcater on Highway 13 for all your sales or service work.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
It's pretty unusual for a bank to be 100% employee-owned, and Freedom Bank wouldn't have it any other way. Employee-owned means we're not just your bank. We're your friends and neighbors. We value being active community partners, and we believe in donating generously to local causes. We empower success, not just for our customers, but for our communities as well. Visit Freedom Bank in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, or online at freedombnk.com. Member FDIC.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
We continue the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by Starmont boys basketball coach Jerry Bentley. Coach, your team now 6-12, 2-9 in the conference. Dropped a non-conference decision to Anamosa last night, 66-39. Tell me about that game.
Probably the easiest way to put it is they shot lights out. They connected on 15 threes, and when a team shoots like that, not much you can do. We played good. They were contested shots on the defensive end. We struggled a little bit on the offensive end, but other than that, we played well.
All right, so certainly you look to kind of build off that ball game. Let's talk about starting a lineup for your team tonight.
Yeah, I've been pondering that all last night when I got home and this morning. Right now I have one person that I would be able to tell you that would start. The other four are questionable. That's kind of been the way it's been all season. It kind of gets to when I walk up to the desk to fill out the book, that's kind of where I watch them warm up and everything. So I can't really tell you who that's going to be.
Sure. Well, and the big thing is you've got a number of players contributing. Tell me about some of those individuals.
Yeah, I mean, we've got kids on any given night that can go off and have an exceptional night. We've got a lot of kids that score. We don't have really anybody that's dominant. Probably our most consistent player right now, I would have to say, in every aspect of the game would probably be Jack Toll. He's been doing everything that's being asked of him to do and then some. But we've got, some other younger kids that are starting to step up and work and starting to listen a little bit. So, yeah, we're making huge strides in what we're doing. We just wish we were getting there a little quicker.
Sure, I understand that. All right, Edco dropped a decision to them earlier. What do you know about the Vikings?
Going to probably see their patented 2-3 zone. Again, it'll be an interesting, totally different game just from the fact that we've got everybody back. I believe they've been struggling with some sickness and different things, kind of like everybody, so I'm not really sure what to expect in terms of who's going to play for them, but we'll line it up and we'll get after it.
Keys in the ball game for Starmont, then, what do you have to do?
Rebound and minimize our turnovers will be probably the two biggest things. If we can take care of those two areas, we should be successful.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards tonight.
Sounds good. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
You betcha. Starmont basketball coach Jerry Bentley on the Stars program. The Chalk Talk.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
Hey, sports fans, take a time out and call Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local-friendly service. Owners Brian Bugenhagen and Michael Beck, along with their staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
Top Gun Customs knows you can fill the deer tag well out of season. If you've tagged that prize buck, pull up to the stoplight at Top Gun in Garnavillo. That's it. Bob and his technicians have been repairing vehicles for over 45 years. We write the estimates, take the photos, and deal with the insurance company for you to ensure your vehicle is repaired quickly and, most importantly, safely. We also have free loaners or rental vehicles. Call Bob or Nancy at Top Gun to schedule your repair today. 563-964-9899.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
Our laboratory continues to offer community wellness blood testing at a low upfront cost to help save you the cost of high health insurance deductibles. This is Katie Bruning, lab manager at Veterans Memorial Hospital. Choose from our menu of wellness tests to help you monitor your health, then share the results with your provider. No doctor's order is required. Call us for an appointment.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Viking Stars Basketball is brought to you in part by the Edgewood Reminder, Little Bit of Country Stoves and Fireplaces, Rhoda Chevrolet, Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport, Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington, member FDIC, Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, and Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader. Welcome back to Starmont. Welcome back for game number 2 with the Vikings and the Stars here. Now the boys' turn. Our girls' final tonight, Edco girls roll. They win 77-15. Other girls' finals, MFL Marmac beat Postville 71-20. King High beating Central 45-26. Turkey Valley leads Clayton Ridge 36-14. That ball game is in the fourth quarter. So the Edco girls improving to 10-9 with their win, 3-8 in the conference. Starmont girls dropped to 1-18, 0-11 in the conference. We're ready for our boys' game now. The Viking boys come in 6-11, 3-8 in the conference. Starmont comes in 6-12, they're 2-9 in the conference. Edco dominated the first matchup, 69-31, but a lot has changed for both teams since that matchup.
Yeah, that night, that was right before a lot of people went on that holiday break, and Edco just controlled things, start to finish, every aspect, and went after it, and Starmont didn't have an answer that night, but things have changed a little bit. Edco without Price Rochford, their leading scorer, their leading rebounder. He's out for the season with that broken ankle. He's homesick tonight. He's not even here. And Starmont they remember. They were shaking their heads that night. They were not happy about how things went. So they're focused. They're ready to play tonight, and they're playing better basketball at this point.
Price Rochford leading Edco at 14 points, 9 rebounds a ball game. So he put up big numbers, led them in scoring, led them in rebounding. It's a team that's become, if you can say this, more scrappy. I mean, the other night they lost 46-28. It's a team that's going to make you earn the points against them.
Yeah, absolutely. They're just going to get after it and make everything tough. So expect a good ball game out of both of these teams.
All right, so offensively, that's been the challenge for them, obviously. Will Wiskus leads them offensively, 10 points a ball game. Jack Stagger and Jorge Blanco, a couple of kids they lean on along with Bryce Standard. They've been nice surprises stepping up their game at around 7 points each.
Yeah, you look at those three, and you'd love for two of those maybe to step up and get into double figures, but all averaging around 7 points. Kyler Cole, a senior for them, he's around 6 points as well. So more scoring out of those, I think, are going to be important tonight.
Meanwhile, Starmont has about 8 guys averaging more than 5 points a ball game for them. As a team, they only average 49.9. Dylan Popham averaging 9.7. Kyle Sherman, 9.7. Also 7 rebounds. Opitz Francis at 6 points, actually closer to 7 points a game.
Yeah, they've got a bunch of guys that are right on the verge of getting into that double figure, and if those guys have a nice night and up those points, that's going to make it a handful for the Edco defense. They're going to have to really focus on defense and lock something down.
The numbers say we should have a good game tonight, as Edco averages 50 points a ball game. Starmont averages 50 points a ball game. Starmont, believe it or not, 49.9. Edco at 50.2 points per ball game. And again, Edco won the last one. 68-31 was the final score of that ball game tonight. What do you see as some of the keys quickly?
I think for Vikings, they need to rebound, attack the zone, and defend that lane for the Stars. They need to attack the lane to get to the free throw line because they're a good free throw shooting team. They need to defend the paint, and they need to find those second chance points.
All right, they're still sorting out something at the scores table. Not sure what, but I believe we're ready to go. Kathy Smith, starting lineups for our boys game.
Thank you for coming to our varsity boys game tonight between the Edco Vikings and the Starmont Stars. Starting for Edco, number 12, Bryce Stannard. For Starmont, 0, Jack Toll. For the Vikings, number 32, Kyler Cole. For the Stars, number 10, Dylan Popham. For Edco, number 34, Jack Stager. For the Stars, number 14, Cale Scott. For the Vikings, number 42, Jaden Miller. For Starmont, number 20, Wyatt Opitz. And for Edco, number 54, Will Wiskus. And for Starmont, number 54, Tristan Kruger. Edco is coached by Justin Olin, Rob Finkhauser, Corey Putz, and Connor Putz. The Stars are coached by Jerry Bentley and Russ Aldrich. Thank you for coming.
You betcha. Thank you very much there, Kathy Smith, with our starting lineups here in the Kathy Smith Gymnasium at Starmont. So the Vikings and Stars here. Our boys game tonight. We'll also update you tonight on the Key High Central boys game, Turkey Valley, Clayton Ridge, Postville, MFL, Marmac. We're kind of ahead a couple of those games, but behind on the other one. So we'll try to keep you best informed as we can for this ball game tonight. It will be for Starmont, to jump it up for them, will be Scott. And for Edco, I believe it's going to be Kyler Cole that will do the jump ball duties for them. So we're ready to go with game number 2 here tonight as the Edco girls were victorious impressively earlier tonight. And we are ready to go. Our officials once again.
Yeah, officials, we've got Varner and we've got Jeff Niehaus, and we've got Kelleher.
Tip is won by Cole into the offensive end, and it is Jack Stanger offensively. Starmont will come out here man-to-man, and right side, a turnover by Edco, first trip down. Stanger trying to throw it near side, looking to pass the ball to number 12 in Bryce Standard, throwing behind him, and the ball actually goes out of bounds. So an auspicious start for the Vikings.
Starmont overplaying those passing lanes, and Stanger trying to lead Standard out. He didn't realize there's a defender right there.
Right side, Kruger drives into the lane, lowers his head, and took an extra step driving in. Kruger just lowered his head. He had his mind made up. He was going to the basket. Instead we have a foul behind the play there, actually. Wiskus, they said, caused the travel, and he's called for the foul.
Yeah, they're going to call it on the floor, but I thought maybe that travel occurred first. The official said, nope, we saw the foul first.
So at left side, Popham takes it out of bounds and gets it on top where the ball's knocked away by Stagger, but picked back up there by Opitz. Opitz left corner, they launch the three with Popham. The shot is no good, and here's a foul, and this is on Edco on the weak side. And this foul is called, I believe, on Jaden Miller off the right side.
I think this is on the freshman Miller, not getting that inside position and just kind of reaching over the top of that instead of working on that rebound.
2 quick whistles against the Vikings. Toll takes it out of bounds off the right side. He has to go into the backcourt to Scott. Scott with those pink shoes brings it across the timeline and then extended 2-3 zone. Left side, Opitz back over to Scott. Scott at the elbow, fires up the 15-footer. It's off the back of the rim. Shot no good. Toll, the offensive rebound, scores the putback from the left side. Toll at 5'10", slid into the left side, and the Stars strike first.
Yeah, good offensive rebound. I think that's going to be important for them tonight.
Here's Cole, wide open underneath the basket, and a great feed from Stagger from center court line to the left side of the basket. Cole laid it up and in, and the Vikings answer. They set up pressure, but Starmont brings it across the timeline offensively. Opitz right corner to Scott. Scott drives baseline, takes a 6-foot leaner, leaves it short, gets his own rebound, put back. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Wiskus tips out the rebound to himself and gets the rebound for the Vikings.
Scott had 2 great looks, not able to finish.
And back in the offensive end, Kyler Cole back out on top to Stagger. He drives to the elbow on the left side, covered. Back over to Standard, and they'll bring it back out on top. So Miller swings it right side to Stagger. As they work against the man-to-man, Stagger on the right baseline area, looking there. Instead, brings it middle of the lane, drives in, too far underneath. Fouled on the drive in, though, as Stagger got out of position trying to throw up the shot facing the basket. Couldn't get to the right side, and Scott called for the foul, reaching over top.
Well, Jack Stagger's prayers were answered there because he tried to finish that layup underneath, and he didn't have a good angle at all, but he was fouled on that, so he's going to get rewarded with a couple of free throws there.
So Stagger with 2, 90 seconds into our ball game. Free throw on its way there by Jacks. It is good. Edco leads 3-2. Both these teams a little above 50% free throw shooting wise. Edco at 53%, Starmont at 55.6%. Both teams similar numbers shooting wise. They both shoot about 36% from the field, 25% from the three-point line. Second free throw by Stagger, rattled around, stayed down. 2-2-1 pressure by Edco, set up after the make.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to try to make Starmont handle it full court.
Toll in the offensive end, nice feed to Kruger, but Kruger catches it too far underneath the basket. They save it back out on top. Left side, that is Opitz. And correction, it was Popham. Popham tried to go right side, and here's another foul away from the action by Edco underneath.
This is on Wiskus. As the drive came in the lane, he dug down and reached. That's going to be Will Wiskus' second foul, and they can't afford to not have him on the court. He really does a good job in the post.
Inbound Scott catches it just outside the lane, leaves the 8-footer short. Rebound pulled down by Toll, and that ball is knocked out of bounds there by Cole. So Toll the rebound, Cole the shot, but it stays down here. Wiskus, with those 2 early fouls, will have to check out. And McCoy Olin, a 6'3 junior, makes his first appearance. This is a major concern for the Vikings.
And you can see the senior Will Wiskus talking to those 2 guys on the bottom. This is what you got to do, giving them some instruction before he checked out.
Popham on top to Toll. Toll out of that zone, right side to Scott. Scott in the corner to Popham. Popham drives outside the lane, loses it, picks it back up, tries to save it on top to Scott, and the ball is actually kicked. Stagger came out of the group with it there on the far side, but kicked by Edco defensively. Starmont takes it out of bounds on the far sideline.
Yeah, they're going to reset here, and they're going to reset that shot clock.
And time taken by our official Jeff Niehaus to come over to the scorer's table. We have played 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes in this ball game, and it's a little herky-jerky right now.
It is. It's pretty all over the place out there, and it looks like they're trying to correct maybe who the foul was on or the shot clock.
22 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, that's what they're doing, resetting that shot clock.
So what they're saying there is that Starmont never really lost possession of the ball.
Okay.
So here we go. It's 2 minutes now into our quarter. Popham right side to Scott. Scott drives baseline, spins, covered, back out on top to Popham. Popham right side, goes underneath the basket looking for Kruger, and him and also their Opitz, they collide, and they end up trying to save it along the baseline, but it goes back to Edco. Miller back offensively to McCoy Olin. Olin moves to the right, banks it in and out. As it just was too strong. He kind of faded away inside the right block. Back in the offensive end, it is Starmont, and they're going to throw it away. As left side, Popham tried to work it over there either to Kruger or Scott. I don't know which one it was intended for because it split them both and ended up in the Edco bench.
Yeah, just you can see the defensive Edco causing chaos, causing panic. That's what they want on the defensive end, but offense, he just settled down, running offense here.
Stagger across the timeline offensively, directs the show for the Vikings. Miller, top of the key, left side to Kyler Cole on the wing, covered. By the way, Stander was knocked to the floor. He's underneath the basket, so there's lots of nudging going on. Driving in the lane, Miller fouled on the way in. This is going to be an interesting ball game tonight. Everything's going to be challenged, and Miller fouled on the floor, they say, on the drive in.
Yeah, they're challenging every shot, every pass, every dribble. They're going through screens. It's physical inside there, and it's being set early here. The tone is going to be physical.
Stagger takes it off the right side of the basket. Olin rolls to the left side, takes it up with the left hand. Shot no good, gets his own rebound. Put back, it's up, it's in. Foul, count the basket. McCoy Olin kept with it, and the Vikings here with the early lead.
And he's frustrated missing the first one, but great offensive rebound by McCoy Olin. Goes up strong with it, finishes with the left. Able to get the foul, going to go to the free throw line.
And the free throw being eyed by Oland with a 6-2 Edco lead. Free throw on its way there. It is good. 7-2. So Oland's going to have to buy them some minutes with Wiskus and that foul concerns. And backcourt, Popham brings it left side. The ball knocked away, everything being contested. He tips it over to Opitz, who drives in from the wing. 15-footer, probably closer to 12. Hits it from the left wing. 7-4. And quickly back in the offensive end, Cole stops, fires a three, right wing, got it. 10-4 is what the score is as Cole quickly answers.
And if he can get hot, he can really give you some points outside that arc.
Toll, right side in the offensive end. Opitz back over on top to Toll. And they work against this 2-3 zone, but again, Standard and Stagger really active on the top of that zone. Toll, right side in the corner to Kruger. Kruger drives baseline, wraparound pass right to Kyler Cole. I don't know where he was looking for there, but the ball thrown away, and the Vikings create a turnover.
Yeah, another turnover there for the Vikings. That's the third turnover by the Stars, and they're going to come into the front court here and reset their offense.
So, again, good decision by Stagger here. Be patient in the offensive end. Top of the key to Oland. Oland left side to Kyler Cole. Cole on the left wing, covered by Scott. Cole left area now to Miller, underneath to Stagger on the left block, catches the shot, no good, but he's fouled, knocked to the floor. Scott and Toll in that area, and Scott commits the foul. I don't think you're going to get anything easy in the lane tonight.
Yeah, you get that thing within about 6-8 feet. There's body on body, there's guys challenging shots. It's physical, it continues to be. That's the second foul on Kyle Scott, so he needs to be careful. He's in foul trouble already early in this first quarter.
One of the teams is a little more deep, and that would be Starmont, actually quite a bit deeper. Free throw by Staggers off the back of the rim. Substitution as Stannard checks out. Landon Campbell into the ball game for the Vikings. Tristan Kruger and Scott check out. Into the game is number 22, and that will be Elliot Francis. Also into the game is number 40 in Logan Aldrich. Francis and Aldrich are both sophomores. So Stagger trying to put the Vikings up by 7. The free throw short, rolls over the front of the rim, slides to the back. It is good. Score to pass along at the end of the first quarter. MFL Marmac boys lead Postville 20-19 at the end of 1. Meanwhile, across the timeline, Aldrich, right side in the offensive end to Francis. Francis back over to Opitz, and they'll work it here. Right side, once again, Opitz loses the basketball, has to pick it up near center court, and they go left side to Toll. In the corner, Aldrich, cut off on the left baseline, top of the key, Opitz open, top of the key for 3, it's off the back of the rim. Stagger gets the long rebound at the free throw line. 3.5 left in the opening act. Losing the handle on the basketball is Campbell, but able to regroup just before a travel. They look to set a pick. Campbell comes off a pick at the free throw line, kicks it in the corner. Stagger back over on top, and that is Miller. Miller at the free throw line, open, going to take the 15-footer off the back of the rim, shot long. Toll gets the rebound to the left. Toll has that heavy wrap around the right shoulder, brings it across the timeline offensively, and he walked into a double team, and he is fouled. That's the 4th foul on Edco. By the way, I'm betting we get into the double bonus here. We get to the 5 fouls in every quarter tonight.
Oh, absolutely. With how physical they're playing, we're going to get into. We're going to have a timeout here by Starmont.
So, again, our score, 11-4, the early lead for the Vikings. Let's take this break.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what they do at Clayton Drug, now offering free delivery of prescriptions to the Monona area. To find out more, call 563-245-2530. Clayton Drug can help you transfer your prescriptions quickly and easily to their pharmacy. Clayton Drug is committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve all in between.
That's our first timeout taken here in our boys game. It's taken by Starmont. 11-4. Good start for the Vikings here on the road.
Yeah, a good start for them, getting some baskets, kind of getting the flow of things. Coach Bentley, I think, want to refocus the Stars here, get them running an offense, look for a good shot. Obviously, they want to get a shot in the lane right here.
All right, we have another score to pass along. MFL Marmac leads Postville now at the half, 35-31. Postville giving MFL Marmac a battle up in Monona tonight. Toll in the offensive end. On top, Aldridge at the free throw line. Left side to Opitz. Left wing. They work it there to Popham.
That was blocked by Stager.
Absolutely getting out there with Stager. Blocked the shot. And the loose rebound picked up by the Vikings. Stager. Baseball pass diagonally there to Miller, who kicks it left side. Kyler Cole for three. Got it. So this is a 12-2 run for Edco. They lead by 10.
And they're continuing it with that defense. And here's a reach by Jaden Miller.
Yep. There's the fifth foul. And by the way, Starmont's committed 4 fouls. So they'll be heading for another free throw shooting here. Again, Starmont's going to go deeper into their bench than Edco will tonight.
Yeah, Edco needs to stay out of foul trouble. You know, Jaden Miller with that reach, you want them aggressive, but you want them aggressive with their feet, not reaching with their hands. That's going to be his second foul.
So now you've got concerns for a couple of Vikings with Wiskus already on the bench with 2 fouls. Miller heading there very shortly. Free throw by Toll, and that free throw is good. Makes the first as Standard back into the ball game. Miller checks out. So at the free throw line, Toll stops the run there by the Vikings. They'll try to bring him back within 8. And the second free throw being eyed by Toll. Toll is a junior. Second free throw there. It nestles around and goes through. And again, he's about a 60% free throw shooter. Makes them both. 14-6 now, the lead. And Edco now facing a different defense for Starmont. And it looks to me like we're going 1-3-1 here, the Stars are.
It looks like a different look for them, and they've got Cale Helmrichs in there in the post now. He's going to be a threat.
From the elbow, shot taken by Campbell, partially blocked from the right elbow. Rebound by Aldrich underneath. Back offensively is Toll. Splits the defense, drives in, and he's bodied as he's pushed to the side on the drive in. And you can pick or choose whether it was on Helmrich or Stager, but I believe it's going to be Helmrich. And again, back to the free throw line goes Toll for 2.
Well, I talked about that in the pregame. The Stars need to attack the lane and get to the free throw line. They're a decent free throw shooting team, and here they are shooting some more free throws.
And free throw, it is good. Another boys score to pass along. At the end of the first quarter, Central, a great start in Elkader. They lead Keyhigh 23-13 right now.
Well, we talked about that Central team. They're only going to get better as the season goes on, and they're ready for Keyhigh tonight.
Toll, second free throw, grazes the front of the rim. It's no good. Rebound goes off the hands of Campbell off the left side. It'll stay down here with the Stars. Carson Curtis, a 5'10 junior, makes his first appearance, and Jack Toll checks out. So they've already played, 3 kids off the bench?
They're 4 deep already.
Yep, so off the left side, it will be Popham getting an inbounds in the corner, and that is Curtis. In the lane, back to Popham, who is bodied there. Oh, he traveled. Tried to go by Helmrichs, traveled with the basketball. So the Vikings, with 2:04 to go in our first quarter, lead 14-7 with possession.
I think they just tried to go around the defense there, and feet slipped before he got the ball to the ground.
And offensively, Stager, again, walks it into the offensive end. And playing the top of that zone defense, by the way, is Opitz. And at the free throw line to Campbell, deflected out of there, and the loose ball picked up by Curtis. Starmont turns him over. Aldrich in the backcourt. Right side, Popham across the timeline offensively. And he's able to move it to Aldrich, who drives down at the free throw line. Nice pass left side to Francis, who lays it up and in from the left side. Aldrich brought the defense up to him, and a nice dish. Stars back within 5.
And you can see Jack Stager slowing him down. Let's figure out what we want to do here. Set up an off against this 1-3-1.
Left side in the offensive end. That's, again, number 12 there in, once again, Standard. Right side, and they work it there with number 10, and that's Christopher Lang, who throws the ball away. We'll try to wrap it along the baseline. Lang, who just came in. Pass intercepted by Popham. Back in the offensive end is Aldrich. Back out on top. And Starmont now gets into their offense. Left side, Curtis in the corner now to Opitz. Opitz back out on top to Aldrich near center court circle. And Curtis brings it back left side. A minute to go in our first quarter. Popham drives down the lane, takes an off-balance 8-footer, leaves it short. Good read there by Lang, getting the rebound off the right. Back offensively, it is Standard. Standard flips it back to Helmrichs as he drives baseline. Helmrichs misses the shot. Point blank range inside the left block. Had a good look.
Yeah, great feed by Standard, just not able to finish.
Francis, right side. Popham on the right wing, brings it to the elbow, takes a runner. Blocked by Helmrichs, but a foul called on Helmrichs. Helmrich came up to challenge, and that will put Popham to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, that's the one advantage that Helmrich gives you in there is he's able to defend that and make that shot tough, but must have got him with a little bit of the body because I thought he went straight up with the hand. Must have made contact below the waist.
And that is the second foul on Helmrich's. Vikings have 3 subs at the scorer's table. Free throw off the front of the rim, rolls to the back, and it is good. First one made by Popham. Actually 4 subs coming in for Edco. Helmrich's, Lang, Standard, and also checking out is Campbell. Into the game is number 24. That will be Carter Batten, his first appearance, a 6'1 junior. Also in there as well is number 30. That will be Jorge Blanco, a 5'10 junior. McCoy Olin back in the game, and also Cole back in the game as well for the Vikings. Second free throw on its way by Popham, and that free throw good. Makes them both 14-11, and Starmont will make a couple of subs. It's a turnstile at the scorer's table.
Yeah,
Popham checks out along with Aldrich. Kruger comes back in along with Toll. 35 seconds to go here. Line changes galore in our first quarter.
Yeah, hockey line changes all the way around. Shot clock should be off here.
And there's about a split-second differential. But, yeah, they can hold for the last shot if they choose. So across the timeline is Stagger. Stagger at the center court circle, just hanging on to the basketball there, dribbling it around. Francis, very light pressure, but we're down to 15 seconds left in our quarter, and Edco, you figure about the 10-second mark, will start to work their offense, and they do. And back over now to top is Blanco. Blanco drives right side in the lane to Olin. Olin has the ball knocked away. Loose ball picked up by Toll. Toll brings it in the offensive end, brings it left side, floats up the shot. On its way, it's blocked, and that's how the opening quarter comes to an end. Stagger the block. Toll ends up on the floor. Had a chance, but good defense by Edco. We've played one, 14-11. Vikings the early lead. Let's take this break.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
Viking Stars Basketball is brought to you in part by Evans Chiropractic, EFM Construction, The Market, a division of Kendrick, Inc., Community Insurance with offices in Edgewood and Delhi, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, Myers Auto Service in Monona, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, the Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Car Auto Group online at karautogroup.com, and Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. So we played one quarter, 14-11. Edco the early lead. What was our stats in the opening quarter?
Edco was 4 of 11, 2 of 2 behind the arc, 2 of 7 otherwise, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Good sign there. For the Stars, they were 3 of 13, 0 of 3 behind the arc, 3 of 10 otherwise, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. So good free throw shooting there in the first half. 4 and 3, your turnovers, Starmont and Edco, respectively.
All right, it will be Starmont's basketball to start the second quarter. Curtis Toll, also out there as well, will be Francis, number 24 into the ball game. Jagger Timmerman, a 6-foot sophomore, his first appearance. And also in the ball game for them is Kruger. Meanwhile, left side, Timmerman has it just off the top of the key, brings it back over to Toll. Toll, again, against the 2-3 zone. Left side, baseline to Kruger. Kruger brings it to the left side, gets a lane to the basket, uses the right hand. It's up, it's in, foul, count the basket. Kruger showing some nice ball skills driving to the left side.
Well, and he got past the defense, and I think Kyler Cole was letting him go and just kind of dropped his hand, hit him on top of the head.
All right, substitute for Edco. They start the second quarter with Wiskus back out there with 2 fouls. Cole, who just picked up his first foul. Stagger, Blanco, as well as a Standard. Free throw, it is no good. Kruger's had some tough times at the free throw line this year for the Stars and had hit 1 free throw out of 16 attempts before tonight's ball game. So they'll take anything they can get from him offensively, though.
Absolutely. He had a nice drive, just not able to finish the 3-point.
So again, in the offensive end, more of a 1-2-2 zone here for Starmont, by the way. Wiskus has it deep left corner. Blanco back over to Stagger. Stagger brings it right side, and that is Standard along the baseline. Wraparound pass to Wiskus, catches it on the right block. Nice hands by the big guy. Points to the young guard in Standard for the pass. They get the basket. 3-point lead for the Vikings. Toll, they beat the pressure. Toll drives in, left side to Kruger, intercepted as getting back defensively was Stagger. Denied the fast break opportunity. And again, you'll see Edco just walk it into the offensive end. Nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely, patience.
And now we've got a foul on Kruger, who just shoved Wiskus. I mean, it was an extended 2-arm push. And Kruger's asking, what? What are you talking about? But you moved him.
Yeah, Will Wiskus just cutting across the lane, and he just shoved him.
And you don't just move Will Wiskus.
No. Will Wiskus is a load in there. He moves well for a big guy, but you got to give him some push to make him go somewhere.
All right, they're going to take the ball off the left side of the basket. Our officials determining that. And a minute into our third quarter. That's the second foul on Kruger, by the way. So left side, Stagger takes it out of bounds for the Vikings. And Stagger in the corner goes to Blanco, who drives in. Double team, tries to wrap it over to Stagger. Intercepted by Toll, who throws it all the way down into the offensive end. And Edco's going to let it go out of bounds, and it will go back to the Vikings. So Toll just tried to save it. And he did a nice job along the baseline. And they are going to take this ball, should be taking it down underneath the basket on the right side.
Should be taking it down here, I would think, but nobody touched it down here, so it should go back to underneath the basket, I would think.
Our one official was signaling that, and they just said, let's go. Let's play it. Why not?
Didn't reset the shot clock, though, so we're under 20 here on the shot clock.
Stagger, right side to Standard. Standard back over on top to Stagger at the top of the key. Blanco near the left wing as they work it around the perimeter. Standard right side looking for Wiskus. Instead, it's Cole right side for 3. Got another one. Kyler Cole from near the right baseline. 6-point lead for the Vikings. Toll quickly in the offensive end, but the Vikings do a good job of getting back defensively. Toll stops the dribble, and he'll work it back out on top to Timmerman. Timmerman covered, right side to Scott. Scott right wing to Curtis. Curtis in the far right corner. He'll have to go back out on top to Toll. And Toll tries to split the defense at the free throw line, bounces underneath the Scott, intercepted by Stagger again. Stagger drops down, and then Stagger fouled from behind by Scott. And that's going to be another foul on Scott, which is now a concern for the Stars.
Yeah, that's going to be his third foul. Scott had 2 in that first quarter, and he was messing with fire 80 feet away from the hoop. Kicked up his third.
And that's where you go, why?
Yeah, I know you're frustrated that pass got away, but man, oh man, that's a foul a long ways away from the hoop, and now you're going to sit on the bench probably for the rest of the half.
All right, Blanco checks out for Edco as Miller comes back into the ball game. And 2 minutes into our second quarter. Vikings have pretty much led much of this first half. In the corner, Kyler Cole. They recognize where he's at now as Cole in the lane to Wiskus on the left block. A little bunny hook up and in. Just flipped it up there. Will Wiskus showing some good skills around the basket.
Hook, wow.
21-13, Vikings lead by 8. Toll through the double team, has it knocked away, but he's able to regroup in the corner. Francis left corner for 3. Aired it out long. Well long from the left baseline, and here's Stagger ahead of the pack to Miller in the offensive end. Miller drives right side, gets caught in the air, knocked away by Toll. And Miller just kind of ran into some trouble there.
Left his feet and had nowhere to go with the ball and knew he was in trouble.
Curtis back over to Opitz. Opitz back over on top to Curtis. Curtis, again, against this extended zone, high post area now with Francis, who gets by Wiskus. His shot, double pump, left it long. Aired it out from the right side to the left side. Good job by Francis getting a great look at the basket, but just too strong.
Well, and a good job by Wiskus staying away from contact there because he could have picked up his third. And here's Stagger, and I don't know if he's going to get this across. Just gets it across.
He just does. The
shot clock right at 26.
Left side, Wiskus from the elbow, 15-footer, popped in and out, no good. Francis scores the ball from the left for the Stars. And a good job again as Opitz goes left side to Toll. Toll, bounce pass down low, cutting to the basket is Timmerman. The layup, it's up, it's in. Foul, count the basket. And the Stars back within 6.
And if this foul's on Jaden Miller, that's going to be his third. So foul concerns there for the Vikings.
Which team will adjust? That's what this is going to be about.
Yeah, neither one has really done much adjustment so far.
And again, number 10s are at the scorers table for Starmont. That will be Dylan Popham as Toll checks out. Meanwhile, it is Christopher Lang back into the ballgame, and Miller with those 3 fouls will check out, both teams with 2 in this first half.
Yeah, he's probably going to be on the bench for the rest of this half as well, so some subs are going to have to step up for the Vikings and fill that role.
By the way, Timmerman alone on the line. Free throw, it is good. Starmont had the other 4 guys back. They must have had confidence that Timmerman was going to nail that.
Confidence in the young sophomore.
And Stagger walks it into the offensive end again with a 5-point lead at 21-15 for the Vikings. Right side, Lang back out on top to Stagger. Stagger to the elbow. Right side, here's again Wiskus just off the right block inside. Leaves it long off the back of the rim. Rebound cleared on the left by Francis. Francis back in the offensive end. Drives in the lane and a reach-in foul by Stagger. Again, this is what we're talking about. These types of fouls are going to lead to trouble.
It is. And you can see Steger, he kind of nodded his head. He knew what he had done, so he knew it was a foul. I believe that's his first, but the Vikings have to adjust here. They need to start taking hands off. That's actually going to be Steger's second.
And it's the third team foul on Edco, not even halfway through the second quarter. Blanco back into the ball game. Checking out, I believe there was Standard. So right side, Popham on top to Opitz now on the left side. Timmerman along the left baseline area goes back out on top. And they'll work it with Opitz. Opitz right side to Francis in the lane. Popham on the right block. Try to kick it in the corner. And the ball went one way. And the Timmerman, the intended receiver, actually moved up along the sideline instead of the corner. And the good news is the folks that are sitting in that corner right on top of things. They were well prepared.
Yeah, they were ready for it, that's for sure.
Here's the timeout by Edco. They lead 21-16, 3:58 to go in the second quarter, I should say. Let's take this break. Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer in both Guttenberg and Monona, a call. You can reach Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. That's 563-252-2471. They can help you and your family be good at life. So Edco uses their first timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. They lead 21-16. So far, I think this is what we expected.
Yeah, I think we expected a lot of aggressive defensive play. Nothing's going to be easy. We knew that. But I think right now what we're worried about is some of these guys getting in foul trouble, getting those silly fouls 50 feet away from the basket in the backcourt. You got to clean that up a little bit and adjust to the officiating.
So across the timeline, it will be stagger here. After the Vikings, each team again has used a timeout. They bring it into the offensive end. Offensively, it is Stagger directing the show against this zone by Starmont. Right side in the corner. They work it there with, I believe, that time Lang. Lang tried to go in the lane to Wiskus, really looking down low, and the ball deflected out of bounds by the Stars. Good job fronting the post on the right side.
Yeah, Wiskus getting double teamed on that, so pass not able to get in there.
Timmerman checks out. Aldrich back into the game for the Stars. Off the right side, Stagger inbounds to Kyler Cole. Step behind the arc, right side for three off the front of the rim. Wiskus gets the rebound, stumbling down, gets off the putback, but the shot no good. And the rebound pulled down by the Stars. They've got numbers. Back offensively, it is Popham right side, bounces it to Opitz. His shot blocked from behind by Cole, but right into the hands of Opitz, who misses the putback point-blank range facing the basket. Kicked off the heel, and the Vikings get the rebound. Blanco back in the offensive end to Stagger. Stagger, left sideline, dangerous pass, intercepted, try to throw it around over the top of the defense. Intercepted there by Popham. He goes right side, Opitz behind the back pass, tries to save it along the baseline, but it goes to Stagger. Stagger drives in, his running right-handed layup too strong. And it's ragtag basketball right now as the Stars bring it back into the offensive end.
They're just all over the place, both ends of the court.
Curtis drives in the lane, pulls up his shot from 8 feet away, middle of the lane, popped in and out, it's no good. And the rebound pulled down there by the Vikings. A lot of action, not a lot of scoring right now.
Shooting is not real crisp right now, not getting clean opportunities.
And these teams certainly working on both ends of the court. Lang on top to Stagger, left side to Blanco. Blanco brings it left baseline, pass middle of the lane to Cole, puts it on the floor, pump fakes, creates a little spacing. The shot no good, but he's fouled. As he got the ball inside, foul committed by the Stars, and Kyler Cole will go to the free throw line for two.
And Kyler Cole's always been a decent shooter on the outside. I think one of the things Coach Olin challenged him was get tough on the inside, and there's a great opportunity for him. Gave the pump fake, went up strong, didn't get the ball to fall, but he's going to get a couple of free throws.
And that's the first foul committed on Curtis. Free throw, it is good. And it's 22-16, Vikings in the lead. Toll in, Popham checks out. Meanwhile, Wiskus will check out, along with Stagger and Blanco, all checking out for the Vikings. They have brought in McCoy Oland. Also back into the ball game is Standard for them, and Campbell. So Edco going just about as deep into their bench as Starmont, maybe a player less. Free throw by Cole, good, makes it both. 7-point lead for the Vikings, 2.5 to go first half. Aldridge loses the basketball into the hands of Lang. His right-handed layup up and in. Right place, right time. 9-point lead for the Vikings at 25-16.
Yeah, costly turnover in the wrong position there.
And in the offensive end, they work it backdoor Curtis, but Edco gets back defensively. On top, they try to go to Curtis. It's knocked into the backcourt by Standard, but the ball picked up by the Stars. Left side, Francis drives between two defenders, loses the ball in the drive in. I think they say it was last touched by Edco. And they will take it. Starmont will off the left side of the basket. Our officials will talk here, and they're going to give it to Starmont.
Yeah, they're going to leave it with Starmont. They're going to take it on the left side, and Here's Jack Steger. He's going to check back in. Christopher Lang's going to check back out.
Steger with just a quick dash of water there and right back into the ball game.
Just a splash and go, as they say in NASCAR.
Left side inbounds Aldrich. Back out on top to Toll on the left wing. Toll works it to Curtis. Curtis right side to Francis. Francis right wing, and that's Opitz now with it. Opitz back out on top to Toll. Inside 2 minutes left in the half. Toll drives in, pulls up, 8-footer, left side, banks it long. Rebound by Olin, loses it, picked up by Francis. Francis in a lot of traffic, drives in, and we're going to have a travel on Francis as Steger tried to draw the charge underneath. The officials looked at each other, and I got to travel first, is what Jeff Niehaus says.
And that could have got ugly in a hurry because there was a lot of flying arms and legs, and I think Steger had position, but the travel occurred first. Give the ball back to the Vikings. They're going to continue to be patient in the offensive end.
Steger right side to Standard. That's really been the difference is Edco's patience on offense here in the half court. And they work at baseline, and Steger throws it right into the hands of Rob Bush, who shows that he's still got hands, the former Edco and the current Starmont West Central superintendent.
But that's not where that pass was intended.
No, so it was looking left side. Toll was, and the throw, I should say Edco was, and the throw from Steger just sailed along the right baseline. So Stars back in the offensive end. Francis on top, intercepted by Standard on the near sideline as the Stars lead by 9 with possession. Campbell left side to Steger, and Steger, you love to see this, don't you? Freshman says, let's work some clock, let's run the offense. Standard left side to Cole, wide open, left side for 3. It's short as he took it from the left wing, but Starmont loses the rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Eldridge. Edco takes it out of bounds near the right corner.
Well, and you've seen both coaches talk about you got to get those two hands on there. You got to secure that, get it up to your chin, and things have just been trickling out of bounds.
Blanco back in. Steger checks out for the Vikings as they move it a little closer to the right side of the basket. Campbell inbounds to Cole, rolls to the right block. Too far along the baseline, and he stepped out of bounds. Yeah, that's how far he was along the baseline. His foot ended up stepping out of bounds as Starmont did a nice job sealing him along that baseline off the right side.
Got a little deep there, and that gives Edco a chance here to set up that 2-2-1 pressure once again.
And inbounds, Aldridge takes it inbounds, and he'll get it into Toll. Toll racing into the offensive end. Again, Stars have numbers. Toll crossover dribble, goes to the left side, uses the right hand. Toll coast to coast. 25-18, Stars back within 7.
Yeah, nice drive there by Toll and a great finish around the rim.
And offensively, the right side, Standard with the basketball, has the ball knocked away, but he's able to pick it up near the center court circle. In the lane to Olin, knocked away by Francis. Steal by the Stars. Aldrich gets it to Toll, ahead of the pack, catches it, uses the right hand, but leaves it short. Then Opitz knocks away the rebound off the right side. Toll just ended up a little further along the baseline than what he wanted behind the basket, and the layup left short.
And he's frustrated by it, but the effort on both ends of the court by both of these teams, up and down and attacking the basket and getting back on defense, you got to applaud the effort on both ends.
Popham back in for the Stars. Curtis checks out. Meanwhile, Steger was just out again. Splash and dash right back on there.
That's right. Here we go.
Also coming back into the ball game for them is number 10 in Lang, who just checked back in. We're down to the final 20 seconds of our first half. And we are not going to get into the bonus, I don't think, in the second quarter.
I don't think so. Both teams at 3.
Blanco left side to Standard in the corner. Steger. We're down to 10 seconds to go. Steger is going to work it back out on top now, and he'll bring it on top to himself. 6 seconds to go. Steger brings it to the free throw line, pulls up, 12-footer, banks it long. It is no good. Toll gets the rebound, half-court heave on its way, and it is no good. Missed it far to the right. And the first half comes to an end. Vikings have led much of this first half. They have a 7-point lead at the break at 25-18. When we return, interviews from our girls' game, first half stats from our boys' game. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Alameda Clayton Electric provides more than energy. They also provide tips to help keep you safe. Did you know light bulbs can reach 300 degrees Fahrenheit and are an often overlooked fire hazard? Overloaded outlets or faulty wires can also cause fires. Never run appliance or extension cords under rugs or furniture, as the cords can overheat and cause a fire. At Alameda Clayton Electric, they care about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy cooperative.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
At the half, the Edco boys lead 25-18. Earlier tonight, it was the Edco girls beating Starmont 77-15. We're joined by Starmont girls basketball coach Bob Pope. Coach, first off here, again, a nice start to this ball game, trailed 11-6. I think you liked what you guys were doing early.
Yeah, they came out playing hard, and we were missing some shots that just didn't fall.
All right, you score 6 points in the opening quarter, then it was kind of a struggle the rest of the night offensively.
Yeah, I don't know if this was our third game of the week, and we've got girls that are not feeling well, and I think that's both teams had the same problem, and they were just stronger than us tonight.
Yeah, and obviously turnovers not quite as bad for you guys. Some improvement in that regard.
Well, they didn't press us to begin with, and that sure made a difference. But score-wise, we normally score at least 10 points in the first half anyway, so it's hard to figure them out sometimes.
Well, and obviously you mentioned the shooting percentage. I think you shot 14%. I mean, that's really been the story.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, and as far as in your offense, what are you guys looking to do in your offense?
Well, we're trying to pass the ball around, but for some reason we turn the ball over before we can get that extra pass in, and I don't know why that's happening. The girls just kind of collapse on the plays.
All right, it was senior night for you guys. Tell me about your three seniors, and I think it's great that they've stuck with it for you guys.
Well, they have Natalie Hamlet's been with me for 3 years now. Same way with Alea Cornwell. We've had some really small teams since I took over, and they really should have had some JV play, and they were stuck right into varsity play, and it's hard to get better if you don't get some confidence.
Right, and Lexi Pillard, another senior for you as well, right?
Yep. She's a transfer in from East Buchanan, and the first 2 years that she jumped out of she come in, had to sit her 90 days.
Oh, sure.
And by the end of the year, she moved out of back home, went to another school, come back the next year, had to sit out another 90.
Oh, wow.
She was able to play like 3 games her sophomore year. And she's a good ball player. And, I wished I had her all 3 years.
Absolutely. Glad to see her that she came back out here and working hard her senior year.
Yes.
All right, not going to get any easier for you guys. North Lane to close the regular season, right?
Yeah, will be a tune-up for them, I guess. But, we're just going to try to do our own thing, and that's all we can do.
All right, keep on moving forward, Coach. We hopefully catch up with you guys. Good luck.
You bet.
Starmont girls basketball coach Bob Pope talking things over there about his Stars team. They dropped a decision earlier tonight, 77-15. A quick break. We'll be joined by Edco interim coach tonight in Brooks Ecclescedar when our halftime show continues after this.
Strawberry Building.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
At the half, it is the Edco boys leading 25-18. Earlier tonight, the Edco girls victorious 77-15. We're joined by tonight's head coach in Brooks Ecclescedar, normally an assistant coach. All right, it didn't sub till late in this fourth quarter of the ball game. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, before the game started, the girls and I made some goals in the locker room, and we wanted to see if we could achieve those goals. And the biggest thing tonight is we said we're not going to run much of an offense. We're going to get the ball and go. I don't care who gets the rebound. Just get it, push up, and get it to the girl close to the basket and score.
All right.
But do the job on the defensive end and reward yourself on the offensive end.
All right, let's start with Lily Boriski, led you with 33 points.
Yep. Like I said, our offense, a lot of times we like to push the ball on the wing, look in. And Lily inside is really hard to stop. I mean, she can go left, she can go right. She's a good player.
All right, and Rachel Eccleseder continues to step up. Hit 6 3-pointers, 20 points for you.
Yeah, she had a slow first half of the season. After Christmas, she's been putting in the extra time, and the shots are starting to go down. And now this is the time where I like that, because now we got Ellie and Lily on the inside, McKenna and Rachel on the outside, and that's the best we are, when we got inside, outside.
Yeah, Ellie Kirby had 14 points for you. Just another night for Ellie.
Yep. Just you can expect 10 to 15 points out of Ellie every night.
All right, now what are some of the things that maybe you guys worked on as you had control of this game?
Well, our goals were we were not going to let them score 20 points, and we were going to score at least 70. We gained both of those. And I wanted at least 4 girls in double figures, and I wanted to force at least 20 to 25 turnovers. I don't know how many turnovers we forced.
We had more than 20.
Okay, so they hit all 4 of their goals.
All right, now what's coming up for you guys here, schedule-wise?
So we have Springville and Easton Valley next week, and then we get ready for the tournament.
Yeah, and obviously it's going to be interesting with that tournament setup, where you guys are headed. But you feel like you guys put it together, can play with anybody.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think we're striving right now, and Steve and I tell the girls every single year, it's not where we start the season, it's where we end the season, and I think we're playing our best basketball right now.
Yeah, certainly a good time to do it. All right, we'll catch up with you guys. Good luck. Again, interim coach in tonight's ball game, Brooks Eccleseder, talking things over about his Viking team. They were victorious tonight, winning by a final score of 77-15. We'll take a break. When we return, first half stats and second half action. It's at the half. And again, the Edco boys lead 25-18. Let's take this time out.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard, and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Life's better when you're under our roof because our agents can help you choose insurance to help protect what matters most. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family could have the help they need to continue to pursue their dreams. Contact Julie Depke, agent at 205 South Main Street in Elkader today.
Products not available in all states. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Viking Stars Basketball is brought to you in part by Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna. Member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi. Blooms Flowers, Gifts, and more in Edgewood. Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door. LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. Furniture Showcase and Old Wine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. And Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. Edco boys lead 25-18 at the half. Other scores: Central leads Key High 36-28 at the half. Turkey Valley leads Clayton Ridge at the half 27-26. MFL Marmac now pulling away from Postville, leading 57-42 going into the fourth quarter. Vikings led by 3 at the end of 1. It's a 7-point lead at the half. Let's go through the first half stats, and let's start with the Vikings.
Yeah, for the Vikings, they're led by Kyler Cole. He's got 13. 4 points for Will Wiskus, 3 points for Jack Steger, 3 points for McCoy Olin, 2 points for Christopher Lang. There's their 25 points. They shot 40% in the first half, 3 of 5 behind the arc, 60%, 6 of 7 from the free throw line, 86%, and only 8 turnovers. For the Stars, they were led by Jack Toll with 7 points, starter for them. 3 points for Jager Timmerman, 2 points for Dylan Popham, 2 points for Elliot Francis, 2 points for Wyatt Opitz, and 2 points for Tristan Kruger, so 18 points for them. They only shot 25%, 0 of 5 behind the arc, 6 of 19 otherwise, 6 of 8 from the free throw line for 75%, and 11 turnovers for the Stars.
Yeah, Edco has been the better team in the half court. That's the difference in this ball game.
Yeah, they've been shooting better. Like I said, 3 of 5 behind the arc, 5 of 15 otherwise, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. They've been patient.
We've talked about Starmont, and they've had some issues getting a full team like they expect. Kyle Sherman is dressed for this ball game tonight, a 6'2 senior, but has not played. He's on the end of the bench for Starmont. Is dressed in uniform, averaging 10 points and 7 rebounds a ball game. And again, Coach Bentley had talked about that on our pregame show during our Chalk Talk, that they've had some issues like that they've had to kind of work through this season. Hasn't been easy. Meanwhile, Edco will have the ball to start the second half. Stagger, Cole, Standard out there, along with Miller and Wiskus. Edco survived really that first half without major foul concerns.
Yeah, I believe Miller's got 3. Yeah. I think Wiskus has a couple. I think Steger has a couple. So they just need to play clean.
For the Stars, Kruger, Scott, Toll, also out there Opitz, and Popham. So the second half underway. Kyler Cole has it right wing on top to Stagger. Stagger, left side to Standard. In the corner now, that's the short corner to Wiskus, who reverses it right side to Cole. Gives a pump fake, takes a step back, right side for three, got it! Cole playing with a ton of confidence, and the Vikings lead by 10.
Yeah, he lit that up, just let the defender fly by and drain another three.
And back offensively, Opitz beats the pressure in the offensive end, has to go back out on top to Toll. Popham at the right elbow, pulls up inside, launches a 12-footer, banks it well long. It is no good against Stars. Just a quick shot in the offensive end. Standard across the timeline. Back over to Stagger, right side to Cole. Cole, again, about 25 feet away from the basket, almost traveled, left side to Standard. Standard, little pump fake, goes inside the three-point line, 17-footer, banks it well long to the right, missed the rim. Rebound pulled down by Popham. Right side back to Opitz in the offensive end. Scott, right side back to Opitz. Opitz brings it back out on top to Toll. Toll, high post area with Popham at the free throw line, takes an off-balance 12-footer, forced the action, shot no good, and the rebound turned away there by Cole off the left side for the Vikings. And again, Stagger stops, and now you have, riding his back there, Kruger in the offensive end. But they get it ahead, and Stagger and Kruger, they avoid each other as it turns out. Stagger trying to get him to run into him. Baseline, it is Standard, wrapped around pass to Wiskus. It's knocked away by Kruger defensively, picked up by the Stars. Toll back in the offensive end, and he's run into there, and a blocking call on Standard. Standard took it into the face, and Standard questioning that. We could probably lose a little bit of that with our players kind of talking tonight.
I think that's on both ends. That's a lot of them out there questioning things, talking. Play the game. Let the officials officiate. Let the coaches coach. Players, you just play.
They got a rivalry game tonight. That's what kind of happens. So, all right. Stagger defensively on top. Presses Popham on the inbounds. Popham goes left side to Opitz on the left wing. Back out on top. Down the right side. Toll rolls in from the right side. Banks the shot long. Scott the rebound is put back. Altered by Cole, but Scott gets the rebound right there. Banks it up and in. Kisses it off the glass. 28-20. The Vikings lead by 8. Back offensively. In the corner, Cole, deep right side for three off the back of the rim from the right corner. Wiskus got the rebound, but is he called for a foul?
I think that foul was on Toll because Wiskus had that thing secured and then a lot of contact knocking him off of his plane.
It is on Toll. So Toll, looked to me like Toll kind of hobbling a little bit, asked to come out of the ball game.
Well, it's a second foul and a little gimpy on that ankle there.
And he will check out. And Francis back into the ball game. We mentioned Toll playing with that shoulder harness basically on his right shoulder. It's a tough one. Stagger inbounds to Jorge Blanco. Blanco in the left corner. Back over to Wiskus behind the three-point line. On top. So Cole thought about it.
They thought about it
from 22,
again.
but didn't take it. Blanco drives baseline, cut off. Back in the corner to Cole. Cole, top of the key to Stagger. Stagger, middle of the lane, kicks it right side. That's Jorge Blanco. Right side for three off the front of the rim. Wiskus seals it, gets the offensive rebound. Put back, misses it to the right. He took it up from the left side, just strong. Missed it point blank. Popham back in the offensive end for the Stars. Drives in, tried to feed Francis down low, and the ball goes out of bounds. As Francis thought he was going to take up the shot, and I got to be honest with you, I did too.
I thought he was shooting that, and I thought Will Wiskus did a nice job being straight up, but then he needs to turn on that and go for that rebound, but it turns out pass goes out of bounds.
And again, Stagger has just continually walked it into the offensive end. Right side to Cole, back out on top to Stagger. Blanco near the left wing, baseline to Wiskus. Wiskus on top, the ball deflected out of there by Francis. Used that long length, knocked it away, picked up by Scott. Back right side to Francis. Francis left side, Popham, deep three, left side, got it! And the Stars back within 5 as Popham, nice shot, a step behind the arc on the left side.
Yeah, nice shot there by Popham, a good bucket. They needed that to get that down to 5. They need another defensive stop. Vikings, patience in the offensive end, walking it in the front court, setting up an offense.
Stars, that 1-3-1. Blanco has it left side. Cut off on the baseline. Back over on top to Miller. Miller reverses it right side to Cole. Cole pushes it into the corner to Stagger, almost intercepted by Popham. Stagger does a good job dancing along the sideline to maintain possession. Gets it in the lane to Miller. Miller just inside the right elbow. Hits it from 10 feet away. 30-23. Then Stagger steals the inbounds pass, and he's fouled by Popham. Stagger got his hands there, causing havoc in the backcourt for the Vikings.
Well, he's been super aggressive in the defensive end, very active, and able to get that steal and then draws the foul. So we're going to give this ball, I believe, back to the Vikings, correct?
Should be.
Should be.
And they call a foul there on that play after Stagger intercepted the pass. Blanco checks out. Also, Cole will check out. Lang comes back into the ballgame. Popham, with his first foul, checks out. And also coming back into the game for Edco is Standard on the right side. Meanwhile, for Starmont, They took out, I believe that time, took out...
I'm not sure who they took out, but Kruger's back. Oh, looks like Jack Toll is back in the ball game.
There we go. So Toll came in for somebody. Meanwhile, Stager throws it away. Threw it into the backcourt, trying to reach it left side. And wait a minute. The officials are going to say the ball was tipped, and it goes out of bounds, and it will go back to the Vikings.
Yeah, that call was from the backside, and that official had the best vision of that, so he would have seen that hand that tipped it. And I believe number 10, is that Dylan Popham who checked out of the ball game?
Yep, had to be 10. That's the only one that's not there.
That's the one.
So, all right, Stanger brings it across the timeline halfway through the third quarter. And Lang left side to Standard. Standard in the corner to Stager. Stager with it, middle of the lane to Miller. Takes a nice step, uses the left hand up and in. Miller, strong move off the left side. Back to a 9-point lead for the Vikings.
I love how he attacked the basket there, even though he had the open shot. Finished strong at the rack.
Popham into the offensive end. Toll pulls up from the elbow. 15-footer. It is long. Scott the offensive rebound. Touches it up from the right side. 32-25. Right place, right time for Toll. We got a little nice flow going here.
We do. Great position by Scott there to get that rebound after the miss by Toll, but good offensive rebound, second chance opportunity.
Stannard, left side. Again, they start about 25 feet away. He goes to the right elbow in the corner to Miller. Miller on top to Lang. Lang tried to go right side. Stanger has to go back towards center court to get the basketball. Stager in the corner. Stannard, deep three, right side for three. Got it. A step behind the arc in the corner. Back to a 10-point lead for the Vikings.
A pump of the fist by Bryce Stannard. He knew that was a big bucket.
And back across the timeline, it's Starmont bringing it near side, and the ball is deflected out of bounds by the Vikings. Stars will take it out of bounds near side in front of their bench.
And we've got another sub here. We've got number 40 checking in. That's Logan Aldrich back in. And it looks like number 20, Opitz, is going to go to the bench.
And it will be Toll taking it inbounds near side. And right side, it is in the corner to Francis. Francis near the right corner. Drives baseline, cut off by Wiskus, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay down here off the right side of the basket. So it was 28-23, and the Vikings have answered here with a little spurt of their own to go back up by 10.
Yeah, back to double figures here, and good hands there by Will Wiskus to knock that away.
And off the right side of the basket, Scott will take it out of bounds, but first off, Blanco coming back in for Stager for the Vikings.
Another splash and go, some tires for Stager, right back in there probably.
Yeah, this is just for a quick, short message, I believe, from Coach Oland as he meets him there at the end of the bench, and sure enough, he grabs the water bottle and going to take that splash. And right side, Scott has to go back out on top to, again, Toll. Toll, right corner, Scott for three, no good. Kruger gets the rebound, put back, no good, but he's fouled as Lang went up to block the shot. And Kruger to the free throw line for two.
Yeah, and I think Kyler Cole could have probably blocked that pretty clean, but he came through so hard and made contact with the arm after he blocked the shot.
Lang called for the foul.
Or Lang on that block.
So back to the free throw line is Kruger. Kruger gives Starmont certainly good hustle minutes. And the free throw on its way there, and it is missing it to the right. Again, he has had struggles at the free throw line this year for the Vikings.
And you can tell he's frustrated, but things haven't improved. He missed that one earlier. He missed this one. He missed a lot up there.
All right, Coach Bentley helping him out there, telling him what he needs to, a little more oomph on that shot. Second free throw on its way. Banks it in, taking it anyway. He gives a pump of the fist, and why not? You'll take it. 35-26. Vikings lead is 9. In the lane, Wiskus on the left block. Muscles the shot. It is in. Foul. Count the basket. And Wiskus able to cash in down low.
Yeah, great feed by Bryce Stannard there. Attack that baseline and just a little slip pass, bounce pass. And once Wiskus gets a hold of that, he goes up strong and finishes at the rack there. Nice job.
And here comes Opitz back into the game. Scott will check out. Meanwhile, here's a final score. Did MFL Marmac wake up or what? They beat Postville tonight 86-50 after leading 35-31 at the half.
Yeah, they came on strong there and really turned things around, and they put that foul against 54, so that's Tristan Kruger's third foul.
All right, so that's our final score for the first boys game tonight. Wiskus completes the three-point play. This is the biggest lead of the night for the Vikings at 37-26, an 11-point lead. Opitz left side, Aldrich left-hander, deep left corner, aired out the three, shot no good. Lang catches it in midair, and the Vikings quickly back into the offensive end, but a good job by Starmont getting back. Right side, Blanco back over on top to Lang. Lang feeds it back to Blanco at the top of the key. Opitz plays the top of that 1-3-1. Right side, Miller in the lane, trying to go there to Wiskus. The ball knocked away by Kruger. That's what we talked about, those hustle plays. Kruger knocked it away into the hands of Aldrich. Vikings turn it over.
And the Stars, trying to push, trying to attack the basket here. Very different style than the Vikings have been.
Right side, Aldrich on the baseline on the right side. Takes a little 8-foot leaner off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound deflected out of there, picked up by Lang for the Vikings. Not a bad look, but the Stars continue struggling from the field.
Yeah, just not shooting very well tonight, and the struggles continue here in the third quarter.
And again, Edco not rushing anything. They've been so good in the half court tonight. As Stannard, right side to Lang. In the corner, Blanco. Wraparound pass, left side, there's Wiskus wide open. And he gives a pump of the fist as he lays it up from the left side. It's a 14-point lead, and here's a timeout by the Stars. 40-26, Vikings in control. Let's take this break.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
So a timeout taken by Starmont. Again, they trail now by 14 in what is a 12-3 run by Edco. And what they have done is Edco's just been better in the half court offensively. And they've run their offense well this third quarter.
They've been patient in the half court. They've looked for good shots. They've gotten rebounds. So we've got a lot of subs, too, coming in here for the Vikings. It looks like Kyler Cole back into the game, McCoy Olin back into the game, Jack Steger back into the game.
Yeah, everybody else checked out. So and Timmerman, by the way, into the game for the Stars. That's the only substitution they made. Scott at the free throw line, pulls back, 15-footer off the back of the rim. He took a step-back jump shot, no good. Steger gets the rebound and realizes it's 1-on-3. Let's pull it back out on top with 90 seconds left in the third.
And there's that freshman again leading the court out there saying, hey, let's set something up.
Steger open, right side for three. Banked it long. And the rebound pulled down by Timmerman. Not a bad shot. He was open. And again, Scott back over on top to Toll. Toll, crossover dribble, steps between two defenders. The layup. It is up. It is in. Foul, count the basket. And Toll did a good job rolling to the left side. He's got a chance for a three-point opportunity.
And he stepped through that defense really, really well. Knew he had some contact, but finished strong off the glass.
Coach Bentley spent that time out talking about defense and what they're failing to do in the half court.
Yeah, they want to stop the Vikings on the defensive end because it doesn't matter how much they score if they can't stop this Viking offense who's been running very well.
Curtis, free throw on its way. It is off the front of the rim, short, but Toll tracks down his own rebound, then slides to the floor and loses the basketball. And the ball goes into the hands of the Vikings. Great hustle by Toll, but now here's Opitz with a reach-in foul as the Vikings bring it near side. Toll just slipped right there.
He did. His feet went out from under him, and they went down, and he's going to tell the official, there's a wet spot down here. Let's get this thing dried up.
And the official will call time. So, yeah, there's the reason why Toll tumbled. And either way, I mean, you should pick it up, clean it up anyway, because he fell on the floor there, and it's likely a little wet from that spot. So they'll throw it down there, and I believe one of the students will do a little cleanup duty down there.
Yeah, they, not only the spot he slipped on, but where he landed, because I'm sure he's sweating up a storm out there working hard.
Toll working hard there, doing a little floor maintenance there, directing traffic. So 1:02 to go in our third quarter. The Vikings will take it out of bounds on the far sideline. As we return to action now, everybody's set, ready to go. The court is in good shape. Inbounds to Steger. Steger, center court line. Brings it left side in the corner to Cole. Cole, the pass was deflected. He picks it up now. Cole brings it right side, middle of the lane, loses the ball. Olin, middle of the lane, saves it right side to Lang. Back to Stannard. Stannard tries to pass down low. It's knocked away by Opitz. Stolen away by the Stars. Back offensively, Opitz on top. Intercepted by Steger. Steger leads the break, drives in, banks it up and in from the left side. 14-point lead for the Vikings at 42-28.
And we've got just a couple seconds difference on the shot clock. So
right side, Opitz in the offensive end, pulls back, thought about the three, does not take it, and goes back left side where it's knocked away by Lang, but he ran into Scott. Scott ends up on the floor, and that is the fourth whistle against the Vikings with 24.6 seconds to go. Popham back into the ball game. Opitz checks out. Blanco into the game for the Vikings. Stager checks out. Meanwhile, back into the ball game there is Batten. And checking out there is going to be Standard. Man, it's every stoppage of play.
Well, and we've got about 24 seconds left, so that gives them a chance to have that extended quarter timeout here.
Inbounds to Stager in the backcourt. And Stager across the timeline into the offensive end. Stars look content to work for one, but they throw the ball away as Timmerman tried to go left side, intercepted by Lang, who nearly throws it away. It's picked up there by Batten, and he does throw it away. As Batten had the ball deflected, and it's picked up by Francis. 8 seconds left here in the quarter, and now we've got an over and back, and this is on Francis at center court.
Yeah, and he was right on that middle line, brought the third point over, and stepped right back over, kind of trying to pivot away from that defense. And the clock was running there, so I'm not sure what was going on, but we're down to 2 seconds.
2.1 seconds to go here at the end of our third quarter. The Vikings will get the last shot off. Coach Olin has a question for the official. Is he trying to
that clock was running while they were trying to figure out what this was going on here.
So they're going to talk about whether there should be a couple of seconds put on the clock. Meanwhile, with 2.1 seconds to go, both teams, well, Starmont's in the Edco huddle. Popham is.
Yeah, absolutely. Jack Toll and
Toll.
They're standing in the Edco.
What are we running?
Well, what are we running here?
Yeah. So, and Blanco just gave a nice tap of the shoulder to Popham. So, whatever you're looking to do, those guys are well versed in what you're going to do. Yeah, Popham's saying, "This is who I'm guarding."
Yeah, I know what's going on now. So that was interesting gamesmanship because they put some time back on. They're going to put 4.1 seconds here, give the Vikings a chance here to maybe get a shot off.
So Popham and Toll then go to talk Coach Bentley, but let's do this. Let's guard this guy. And Popham is directing who they should be guarding right now.
Yeah, he knows exactly who to point to. This is who the ball's going to.
The ball's going inbounds to Blanco on the play. So, all right. Let's see what happens here with 4 seconds to go. They put 1.9 back on the clock. And let's see if Starmont actually does sniff this out. And Cole takes it out of bounds, inbounds to Olin. Olin at the top of the key. 2 seconds to go. Blanco launches one up from the volleyball line off the front of the rim. That's not what they were looking for. Starmont did defend things well. But the Vikings in control. They lead 42-28 as we go to the fourth.
Scooter's Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooter's Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooter's Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooter's Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooter's Coffee in Manchester.
Viking Stars basketball is brought to you in part by Northeast Iowa Sub-Drains in Strawberry Point, Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Adverse Weather Insurance, Jim Furman of Volga, your independent crop insurance agent, Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Bacon Concrete in Postville, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org, and Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. 42-28 is our score as Edco outscores Starmont 17-10 in the third quarter. Couple of updates. Central leading Keyhigh now 46-44 going into the fourth. And again, Turkey Valley led Clayton Ridge at the half 27-26. MFL Marmac over Postville 86-50. Let's get our third quarter stats, Coach.
For the Vikings, they were 7 of 12, 2 of 5 behind the arc, 5 of 7 inside, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. So efficient shooting there for the Vikings. For the Stars, they were 4 of 13, 1 of 3 behind the arc, 1 of 3 from the free throw line.
Stars start the fourth quarter out with the basketball, and they turn it over. Stager picks it up and scores an easy layup at the other end. 16-point lead for the Vikings. It is Timmerman. Also out there, you have Toll, Popham, Scott, and Francis. Left side, backdoor cut. They try to go to Timmerman into the hands of Francis. His shot blocked from behind by Cole. Standard, Cole, Wiskus, Miller, Stager out there. I believe we've got 5 and 5. And a 16-point lead for the Vikings, who again hand it back to Stager, center court circle. Let's run the offense.
Yeah, they're content to be patient, get an offensive set here, and work the ball for a good shot.
Kyler Cole off a pick, but covered. Toll would not let him shoot that three. Tries to go in the lane to Wiskus. The ball is kicked by the Stars. It will stay down here with the Vikings off the left side.
Yeah, they're going to have to reset here, and on the kick, it's going to be Vikings on the left side of their basket here. They're going to go in a box set.
And they'll take it left side with Stager out of bounds. So again, a 16-point lead as we approach the 7-min mark in our fourth. Wiskus rolls to the right side, but it's defended well by Starmont. And then now go back over to the right side with Miller. And it looks to me like the Stars are now out of that zone, man-to-man here in the fourth quarter to start. Stagger, directing shot from on top. Shot clock's down to 2. Better hurry. Right side Standard rushes up a 3. Cupped in and out. No good. And a good recognition there by Stagger to realize the shot clock winding down. Popham gets it to Francis. Francis into the offensive end. Brings it left side offensively in the corner to Scott. Scott back over to Lang. Lang over to Toll. Can the Stars shoot better from the outside in this fourth quarter? Toll back out on top to Timmerman. Left side, driving in. That is, again, the shot by Popham. One-handed runner. Leaves it short at the side of the rim. Wiskus gets the rebound. What was our shooting in the third quarter?
We were 4 for 13 for the Stars. We were 7 of 12 for the Vikings.
And again, game shots. Edco has taken far more good game shots in this game tonight. Cole drives down the defense. Goes to the right side. Stripped by Toll with 2 hands. Miller tried to save it out of bounds, but wait a minute. They are pointing that the ball is going Starmont's way, and now they say that it is Edco's ball.
Yeah, they're going to give it back to Edco. They're going to say on the block shot that hit the end line.
All right, Timmerman out. Opitz into the ball game for the Stars. And now Stagger takes it off the right side of the basket. So Stagger, problems getting an inbounds, needs a little help and goes on top. Nope, we got a 5-second violation. No, a timeout. Heads up, timeout by Coach Olin there. Took the timeout before the 5-second violation. 6:19 to go. Still a 16-point lead for the Vikings. Let's take this break.
The winter high school sports season has begun, and the doctors and staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Chase Bruner, and Dr. Daphne Hofler of Family Dentistry wish all of our student athletes a very healthy and successful season. Call 539-4651. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, where health-changing smiles are created.
30-second timeout taken by Edco, and again, Coach Olin had the official right by him. They avoid a 5-second call.
Yeah, they were having a hard time getting it in. Kyler Cole and Bryce Standard both garnering a lot of attention right there, and hard to get it in there. Wiskus not able to get a post-up positioning there. So good timeout there by Coach Olin. They're going to reset in this box set.
Stagger will take it off the right side. Both teams great shape timeout-wise. They each have 3. Stagger takes it out of bounds here now. As we mentioned, the Stars are man-to-man. Inbounds to Wiskus in the far right corner. On top to Standard, back in the corner. Stagger drives it, feeds it back to Wiskus, puts it on the floor. Loose basketball, but Stagger beats everybody to it. He makes a wraparound pass, trying to go to Miller, middle of the lane. Intercepted by Toll. Toll drives in. Euro step, takes the shot, blocked by Cole. Toll ends up on the floor. Cole with the foul. Toll to the free throw line. And the Vikings here will give up a 2 free throw opportunity for the sharp right-hander for the Stars.
That's the first foul of our fourth quarter here. So physicality continues down there, and this time they're on top of the sweat right away. They got the towel out there. They cleaned it up right away.
And again, that was Toll that ended up on the floor once again. So he'll go to the free throw line for 2. Kruger is at the scorer's table. By the way, good job by Dylan Popham that time. He went and got the towel, went below the baseline area, below the basket, wiped things up, brought the towel back over to the bench. And Toll to the free throw line. He has 2. Free throw, it is good. 44-29. As again, Starmont has only scored 11 points this second half.
Well, Jack Toll has had himself a wonderful night. He's in double figures, averages around 5 points. He's doubled that up tonight, and I think as a floor general, doing a great job.
Francis checks out. Kruger back into the game. Second free throw, it is good. Toll makes them both. Stars will have to cash in on every opportunity, and now they go full court pressure, and it's 1-2-1-1 pressure. Backcourt Standard to Stagger, reverses it into Miller, overshoots him, and the ball goes out of bounds all the way down in the offensive end for Edco. So the pressure leads to a turnover, and the Stars look at this as try to get back into the ball game with this defense.
Yeah, brought in that 1-2-1-1 pressure and only had 2 guards in the backcourt, so good recognition there of, hey, here's an opportunity for us.
Opitz, here's the pressure by Edco, and a foul on Stagger is the second foul there as he bumps into Opitz at center court. And the ball goes back to Starmont at center court. Some pressure by Edco there.
Yeah, they aren't afraid to extend this zone a little bit and force Starmont to handle the basketball.
Toll, inbounds, near side, gets it into Popham as he brings it in the offensive end. Kicks it right side to Opitz. Opitz drives baseline, pulls up, one-handed runner, 8 feet away, circled in and out, no good. Kruger tries to keep the rebound alive, but it ends up in the hands of Wiskus. And the Vikings back offensively with Standard. And again, they don't press, don't rush anything. Back out on top to Stagger. Stagger tries a pass to Wiskus. Alley-oop. And I don't know if Wiskus has the hops to get to that anyway. It was well overshot. There's a nice smile from Wiskus, and the ball goes out of bounds back to the Stars.
Well, when this game's over, they'll have a laugh about that one, because I don't know what Steger thought was going to happen there, but Wiskus was not going to get to that ball.
Toll back over to Popham. Popham in the offensive end to Toll. Toll, free throw line to Kruger, brings it right side, backs his way down, post-up shot, banks it well along, but he's fouled, and this is on Cole on the right side. This is the third foul committed by the Vikings, so maybe opening the door for Starmont here.
Yeah, we've got over 5 minutes to play, and that's the third foul already, and that's the third foul against Kyler Cole. So on the backside of that play, and Wiskus kind of talked to him, I had him defended. I was straight up. You can't come through. We need you on the court.
So Kruger back to the free throw line. Banked in one earlier. This one long to the right. He'll have another opportunity. Kruger, again, does a lot of scrappy things. We mentioned that for the Stars. Lang back in. Cole with those 3 fouls out, and I wouldn't think this would be horribly long. And Kruger trying to at least cash in one of these trips to the free throw line. Second free throw on its way, flips it up there, short off the front of the rim. Wiskus knocked the rebound out of bounds, and it's going to stay down here. Toll was able to kind of fight underneath Wiskus that time, and the Stars steal a possession.
Yeah, you talked about Tristan Kruger. He rebounds hard. You know, he gets after it, and he's working his tail off.
Well, now Kyle Sherman makes his first appearance of the ball game for the Stars, and Sherman doesn't have his shirt tucked in, so they'll get that taken care of. Sherman, again, this is his first action. He's a 6'2 senior. Averages nearly 10 points and 7 rebounds a ball game. So in there for the first time tonight with 5:20 to go.
And he's going to be a load. He's going to garner some attention.
And here is Toll, inbounds center court, near to Popham. Popham brings it left side over to Opitz. Opitz left wing open for 3 off the back of the rim, no good. Sherman skies and gets the rebound. Free throw, 15-footer, it's up and in. Well, maybe that's the lift they need. Back within a dozen at the 5-minute mark. Lang across the timeline, right side to Stannard. Stannard beats the pressure, and then he's run into by Opitz. So Stannard stopped. Opitz went up the air. I love the sportsmanship here. Opitz goes over to try to help him out. And it will be the Vikings basketball up the right side. Just the first foul here committed by the Stars.
Yeah, that's the first foul on the Stars. I was just going to say, they've been playing pretty clean, but here's Sherman coming right back out after that.
And not quite. Doesn't look like he's at full strength, does it?
It looks like he's kind of gimpy on one of those ankles.
So Kruger back into the game. Inbounds to Miller. Miller in the corner to Blanco. Blanco drives in. Little shot facing the basket. No good. Rebound. Pulled down there by Miller. His put back. Blocked there by Popham. Rebound. It's like a volleyball being battered around. And Blanco pulls it out of the pack. Behind the back dribble, Lang. Left side to Stannard. Stannard is hand checked there by Kruger. So that's the second foul committed by Starmont. As Francis comes back into the ballgame. Do we have somebody coming in every stoppage of play?
I feel like we do, but that's Kruger's fourth foul. That foul is on Kruger, so that's his fourth, but that's not who Francis is coming in for. He's coming in for Scott.
Yep, Scott's checking out. So Francis comes back into the ballgame. Off the left side of the basket, it will be Blanco taking it out of bounds. Fresh 35 for the Vikings. They try to go on top. The ball deflected, picked up by Francis, but then knocked away by Lang, who throws it right to Opitz. Opitz left side to Francis. He loses the basketball, saves it back over to Popham. Save us from this humanity. Right side, Opitz drives in, one-handed runner. It is no good. Kruger the rebound. It's blocked out of bounds, and it stays down here. Everybody had a hand in there, and it was a slippy situation down low.
That was just helter-skelter. Nobody wants the basketball, and Starmont somehow came out of there with it. And here's Kyle Sherman coming back in again.
Yeah, all right. Maybe offensive, defensive switches, perhaps?
I don't know what's going on.
Meanwhile, we've got a timeout. We need it. 4:23 to go. Still to go. 44-32. Edco in the lead. Let's take this break.
Brought to you by locally owned and operated Neat, proudly providing high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light to businesses and homes in Northeast Iowa. Neat also provides computer and network services as well as business phone system sales and service. For more information, visit NEITEL.com or call 877-638-2122. Neat, connecting you now.
TNT Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. We have a nice selection of clean used units available along with new units. Contact Brian, Sawyer, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase. To keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play, schedule your service work with Brian or Nathan by calling 563-245-1100 or stop into TNT Power Sports north of Alcater on Highway 13 for all your sales or service work. That last possession, I don't think there was no less than 7 players that touched the basketball that time.
And by touch, we mean maybe a hand, a tip, no possession. It was muddy. I don't know how else to describe it besides it was a muddy possession on both ends.
And the good news is for the Stars, they get possession out of that.
Yeah, they're going to take possession on the right side, and they're going to get a bucket. Try to get this underneath 10.
All right, right side, it will be Popham getting inbounds to Opitz. Back right side to Popham. He drives in, tries to bounce it in the lane, and it's knocked away by Cole. Here's a double dribble, though. All right, so the ball, Cole knocked it away, but Popham apparently double dribbled first.
Well, I think Popham went to do that bounce pass, but it came right back to his hands, so they consider that a dribble.
Stagger in the backcourt, beats the pressure to Wiskus, left side to Lang. Lang bounces it to Cole, intercepted, but there's a kick. The ball was kicked as it was knocked away there by Toll. So the ball goes off the left side. Coach Oling took that timeout on dealing with the pressure from Starmont.
Yeah, he wanted to set up what was going to happen here and, reset things as far as pressure goes.
And by the way, Kruger getting ready to come back into the ball game, and he will check in, and Sherman checks out. So again, I believe we're doing offensive-defensive switches here.
Which is strange because Kruger's out there with 4 fouls.
Left side, it will be Stagger. Wiskus rolls to the right side, absolutely wide open. Gives a nice fist to the pump of the fist there to Stagger. And he put it up and in for a 14-point lead halfway through the fourth quarter. Back over on top, Popham with the basketball for the Stars. Down by 14 again. Right side, Popham goes left side, throws it away from Opitz. It was too high, too hot to handle. Opitz had to go off the hands, out of bounds at center court. And another turnover by the Stars.
Yeah, just a miscue there, a throw where they want it, and give the ball back to the Vikings.
You know, Edco has done a great job on half-court defense tonight in this game.
Yeah, forcing those long passes.
And Lang has it left side, guarded by Opitz. Lang brings it right side, feeds it back over to the top of the key, now with Wiskus. Wiskus tried to wrap around pass, knocked away by Popham. Saving it on the floor is Miller, back to Cole, and the Vikings maintain possession. Shot clock's at 15. Wiskus trying to back his way down, cut off at the right elbow, baseline to Miller. Miller drives in. Caught in the air there and was trying to pass it along the baseline. He was bodied there, and if that's on Kruger, that's his 5th.
Yeah, that's going to be the 5th on Kruger. I believe that's who they gave the foul to.
And the foul is actually committed by Popham. So a break for Kruger. They will bring in Scott back into the ball game. Francis checks out. So the Stars, again, just
freely subbing,
yep.
and we're trying to figure out the rhyme or reason for it because we thought it maybe is offense, defense, maybe this or that. We're not sure how they're doing.
And they haven't played with any continuity on offense at all tonight. Inbounds, Stagger has the ball knocked away. Popham's on the floor, and he's tied up by Wiskus, who reached over top. It is a jump ball, and the alternate possession rule will keep it down here with the Vikings. That play defensed well by Starmont on the inbounds.
Yeah, well defended there, not allowing anything easy, so they're going to have to reset. They're going to a stack set here this time.
And it will be Stagger taking it off the left side of the basket. Miller was kind of knocked away there, but he's able to catch it in the corner, drives to the basket, goes to the right side, leaves the layup short. Miller's had a couple of nice moves, but just left that one short.
Yeah, good look there.
And back in the offensive end is Popham. Popham at the free throw line. Tries to go right side, deflected by Cole. Loose ball picked up by the Vikings, and Stagger doesn't see the numbers and wisely pulls it back out on top. Heady move there by the freshman. And we're down inside, 3 minutes left in the fourth. Stagger drives in right side, creates a little spacing, banks the shot long, and Kruger gets the rebound correction. Toll does off the right side. So the Stars back over with Popham in the offensive end. Right side is Opitz, but the Vikings get back. Toll, right side for 3. Off the side of the rim, it is short. Kruger tips out the rebound. Steps, pump fakes, goes up, shot no good, but he's fouled by Stagger, who got him on the arms. And Kruger goes to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, you see the Stars, they're pressing a little bit, they're forcing things, but that was a great offensive rebound by Kruger and just relentless in there, getting pump fakes, going up strong, and he knows he's got to make the free throws. He's been struggling there tonight.
Big concern is that's the 4th foul on Stagger with 2:35 to go. Still a 14-point lead as Kruger back to the free throw line for 2, and for Kruger, the free throw is off to the right. The mysteries continue. And you can see Kruger frustrated after he missed that free throw.
Yeah, you know, the senior, it's senior night here for Starmont. He wants to knock these down. He knows he's missed some opportunities here, so looking to salvage 1 of 2 here on the second free throw.
So second free throw being eyed by Kruger. Free throw on its way there, and that one's off the back of the rim. Missed it right side. Rebound by Wiskus. It was tipped up by Scott and Miller and ends up in the hands of Wiskus. Stagger back across the timeline, and a 14-point lead. As the Vikings again facing the Stars man-to-man. Wiskus, middle lane, turns, fires up the 8-footer off the back of the rim, but it bounces up and goes through. Wiskus gets the hometown bounce on the road. 16-point lead is the biggest of the night for the Vikings.
Soft touch there by Wiskus.
Toll to Popham. Popham into the offensive end. Feeds it back to Opitz. Opitz back right side. Popham drives baseline. Pulls up. Little 8-foot leaner. Leaves it long. Scott the offensive rebound. Tumbles to the court, but he puts it up and in. And a timeout taken by Starmont with 2:01 to go. It's still a 14-point lead for Edco. Good hustle by the Stars, getting that basket in the offensive end. We'll take this break with them. Vikings trying to close things out after this.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit Real Farmers, Real Food, RealMeat.com.
It's pretty unusual for a bank to be 100% employee-owned, and Freedom Bank wouldn't have it any other way. Employee-owned means we're not just your bank, we're your friends and neighbors. We value being active community partners, and we believe in donating generously to local causes. We empower success, not just for our customers, but for our communities as well. Visit Freedom Bank in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, or online at freedombnk.com. Member FDIC.
Edco leads 48-34, another final. Keyhigh has come back to defeat Central tonight, 62-56. They trailed through the first three quarters of that ball game. Turkey Valley leads Clayton Ridge now into the fourth at 47-39. And MFL Marmac handling Postville tonight, pulling away in the second half, 86-50. Stars took that timeout as they set up full court man-to-man pressure. They're down by 14 with 2:01 to go. Miller takes it out of bounds, gets it over to Blanco. Blanco will bring it into the offensive end, near side, and he is fouled immediately by Francis. Francis put the hands on him there. It's only the fourth foul on Starmont, so both teams will be in the bonus for the final 157.
Yeah, we're going to take this out underneath. I think they were pointing free throws. I'm like, no, this is going to be on the side. That's only the fourth foul. But from here on out, both teams are going to shoot free throws on fouls.
And are the Stars going to start to send Edco to the free throw line? Is that kind of the plan maybe? Blanco goes in the backcourt to Stagger. So Stagger works it into the offensive end, where he's immediately picked up by Popham. And Stagger will get him into their offense here. At the free throw line, looking to go to Wiskus, gets it at the high post area. Wiskus with his back to the basket, just standing strong with it. At the elbow now, looking to bring it on top, and the ball knocked away, and then he's tied up by Scott. So good defense by the Stars as they kind of drop down to help out. And the ball goes to Starmont on the alternate possession rule. The win for the Vikings is that 18 seconds ran off the clock.
Yeah, 18 seconds ran off, but the Stars, they're going to get a possession. But they need quick baskets here. They need to get baskets, and then they need to either foul or take timeouts. They need to make this a little more urgent.
Backcourt area, they get it there to Opitz with 90 seconds left here. Opitz has the ball deflected, but it goes right back into his hands. Scott open, right side for three. Got it! So they needed that. It's an 11-point game, but again, time running out. Inbounds to Stagger. Stagger in the backcourt, slides, but he gets it to Miller. Miller right side to Blanco. Blanco's layup, it goes in and out. Missed it off the right side, and Francis gets the rebound. Stars back in the offensive end. Toll down in the offensive end, hobbles his way into the offensive end now. Scott spins, goes left side to Toll, jumper from the elbow, 15-footer, circles around, got it to stay down. And you have Opitz struggling, Toll, who almost goes to the floor at center court, hits the jump shot to bring him within 9, and Starmont will take another timeout. Game effort by Toll to get that basket.
Yeah, he was down in the backcourt, gets himself up, and got himself in the front court, ends up with the ball in his hands and decides, I'm going to shoot this, and knocks it down.
So, again, it's a 9-point game, so they've got it below single digits, but only 104 left in the fourth quarter. We're keeping it right here during this break. Another final to pass along. Turkey Valley has defeated Clayton Ridge tonight, 61-52, the final score there. And we mentioned that Keyhigh tops Central, 62-56, and MFL Marmac pulling away from Postville, 86-50. On our post-game show tonight, we'll be back with you with the game stats, hoping to talk to the coaches tonight. Just depend on how long we're going to hang around for the post-game tonight.
My goodness, this got long, and it's been a very active boys game, very physical, and Starmont got themselves back into this ball game. It's single digits, but they're running low on time here. They need to have that urgency, and they're going to have to knock down shots, get stops. If you're Edco, continue to have patience. They've been doing it so well tonight. Be patient. Make Starmont come and guard you.
All right, so Starmont took that timeout. They still have one. Edco has two. This will allow Starmont to set up full court pressure. And the Vikings there, they again have Miller on the court, Stagger, Blanco, along with Standard, and then you've got Wiskus as well. And what they like to do is bring Wiskus towards center court to help them, give them that 6'4" target at the center court area. So Miller, the freshman, takes it out of bounds and needs it, tries to go left sideline, and the ball saved by Standard, but into the hands of Starmont and Francis, who has it intercepted by Blanco. Blanco drives in the layup. No good. It's blocked by Toll, but a foul called on Toll. Toll went up with two hands. Blanco had the lane to the basket. Toll had to come at him. Blanco to the free throw line for two.
Well, and you know Blanco wants to make that layup, but if he just peels out of that, comes to the corner, let everybody come down to the front court, they could have burned another 12 seconds off of there and maybe still gotten to the free throw.
Blanco's free throw, it's off the front of the rim. It is no good. Well, only a few seconds ran off, 57 seconds left. The third foul on Toll. Blanco, by the way, 5 of 9 free throw-wise. And Kyler Cole coming back into the ball game for the Vikings. Cole has been one of their leaders tonight offensively. He's checking in, actually, for Blanco here. So Blanco's second free throw, trying to put the Vikings back up by double figures. Free throw, circles around, got it to stay down. Blanco checks out, and Kyler Cole back into the ballgame, back to a 10-point lead for the Vikings.
And here's the Vikings continuing in that full court pressure, but now we're in a 2-2-1, kind of a zone press here.
And again, this is token pressure as the ball in the inbounds knocked away by Standard, but it goes to Opitz on the far sideline. Stars in the offensive end. They try to go on top, intercepted by Stagger, and he's fouled by Toll. Nudged out of bounds. I believe he's fouled by Toll. And that will be the fourth on Toll. Stagger to the free throw line for two. Yes, it is a foul.
And there's that half-court defense. We talked about it all night long. The Vikings have just put pressure everywhere in the half-court and in the offensive end. Patience, patience, patience. A good game plan tonight by Coach Olin.
And Stagger to the free throw line where he has two. Stagger free throw-wise this year has done a pretty good job. A little over 50%, the young freshman. And 50 seconds left here in the fourth. Free throw on its way there by Stagger. It's off the back of the rim. It is no good. Well, Vikings missing some free throws here. Kruger, Sherman, and also coming in is number 34, and that is Matthew Horns. A 5'8 senior makes his first appearance.
And I think right now we're seeing seniors. Remember, this is senior night. Number 42, Nicholas Corbin, another senior on the court.
5'6 senior coming into the ball game. So checking out there is going to be there. Scotts, and Sherman stays on the court. So free throw on its way there, and that free throw's off the back of the rim. It is no good. Sherman gets the rebound. Still a 10-point lead. 50 seconds to go here in our fourth quarter. In the corner, the deep three there by Horns. Shot no good. Rolled in and out of there. Kyler Cole gets the rebound. We're down to 35 seconds left in the fourth. And I think the Vikings do the smart thing here. Walk it across the timeline. There's a 5-second differential. Take your time. Right side to Miller in the offensive end. So the Vikings going to win this ball game, and there's a foul by Toll, and Toll is going to foul out of this ball game. So they will be allowed to bring in number 44, another senior in Vincent Bryant, a 5'8 senior. So Vincent Bryant will not be coming into the ball game. Sorry, he was at the scorer's table getting ready to come in, and Coach Bentley said, we're just going to wait.
Yeah, he wants to give everybody a chance to catch their breath. He's going to take the time he's allotted. He's got a full minute to figure this out.
And he's not going to bring in. No. He's going to go to somebody else. Into the game is Logan Aldrich, a sophomore into the ball game. Well, I think Bryant thought, I'm going in.
Yeah, he was like, I'm going in, but looks like we're going to have Logan Aldrich here for the last 26 seconds, I think.
We'll try to get that sorted out. Some strange things tonight. And I guess it's just another Edco Starmont night, isn't it?
It is.
Free throw there is good by, once again, Miller. Jaden Miller, the freshman, has played well in this ball game tonight. Edco leads by 11. 26 seconds to go in the never-ending fourth quarter. And the second free throw being eyed here now. And it's on its way there, and that free throw off the back of the rim. It is no good. Kruger gets the rebound. Let's see if we can get one of these seniors a basket here for Starmont. Sherman back across the timeline offensively. Right side, they work it with Horns. Horns with it, covered, goes to Kruger now. Right side, Sherman open, deep right side for three. Circled around, in and out, it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Kruger along with Aldrich. His putback no good. Kruger gets the rebound and banks it up and in. Kruger finishes with the basket. Inside 5 seconds to go. Edco will keep it in the backcourt, and the game comes to an end. Edco, great half-court game tonight on both ends of the court, offensively and defensively. They control this ball game, and they pick up their 7th win of the season. Edco wins by a final score of 50-41. With the win, the Vikings 7-11, 4-8 in the conference. Starmont drops to 6-13, 2-9 in the conference. We'll take a break. When we return, game stats, coaching interviews. Our post-game show is coming up. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Brown's family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Brown's family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Brown's is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owners Brian Bugenhagen and Michael Beck, along with their staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
Top Gun Customs knows you can fill a deer tag well out of season. If you've tagged that prize buck, pull up to the stoplight at Top Gun in Garnavillo. That's it. Bob and his technicians have been repairing vehicles for over 45 years. We write the estimates, take the photos, and deal with the insurance company for you to ensure your vehicle is repaired quickly and, most importantly, safely. We also have free loaners or rental vehicles. Call Bob or Nancy at Top Gun to schedule your repair today. 563-964-9899.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season. Welcome back to Starmont. It is Edco sweeping these two ball games tonight against the Stars. The girls victorious tonight impressively, 77-15. Edco boys win by a final score of 50-41. A ball game which they had a 7-point lead at the half, quickly ballooned to double digits in the second half, and Starmont would get as close as 9, which would be the final score of this ball game as the Vikings pick up their 7th win of the year. We go through now, let's go through other scores real quick. As far as the boys, Keyhigh beat Central tonight, 62-56. Turkey Valley over Clayton Ridge, 61-52. And MFL Marmac beat Postville, 86-50. We'll get you up to date on the girls' scores. We'll talk about that coming up a little bit later on. Meanwhile, we go through the totals. Let's start first off for the Vikings.
They were led tonight by Kyler Cole. He ended up with 16 points. Will Wiskus with 13 points. Jack Steger with 7 points. 5 points for Jaden Miller. We've got 3 points for Bryce Stannard, 3 points for McCoy Olin. We have 2 points for Christopher Lang, and we have 1 point for Jorge Blanco, so 50 points for the Vikings tonight. They shot 18 of 42 tonight, so they shot 43%. 5 of 11 behind the arc, 13 of 31 from the field otherwise, so that's 42 and 45%. 9 of 14 from the free throw line, 64%. They shot very well in the half court. They ended up with 20 turnovers, and it didn't feel like that, but man, did they have a game plan in the front court tonight.
And again, they were the better team in the half court in this ballgame tonight, offensively and defensively in this ballgame. They never rushed anything offensively for the Starmont Stars now.
Yeah, they were led tonight by Jack Toll. What a great performance by him. He finishes with 13 points tonight. Kyle Scott with 9 points, 5 points for Tristan Kruger, 5 points for Dylan Popham, 3 points for Jager Timmerman, and we had 2 points for Kyle Sherman, 2 points for Elliot Francis, 2-point for Wyatt Opitz, so 41 points for the Stars tonight. They shot 28% tonight, only 2 of 13 behind the arc. That's 15%. 13 of 40 otherwise. There's their 33%. They were 9 of 17 from the free throw line, so a lot of points left out there, 53%. And they had 21 turnovers. So we expected that with the pressure by Edco, but pretty even on turnovers there. It came down to shooting and what they did in the half court.
And really, Starmont never seemed to get in a flow on the half-court offense like Edco did.
No, they didn't. Edco at least knew what they wanted to try to execute, got inside pass, would get second-chance opportunities. Starmont, it looked helter-skelter all night long. And
tough shooting nights and is that reason for that. So again, the final score, 50-41. It is Edco victorious. You look at Edco's schedule coming up. You got to go to Springville, home with Easton Valley, home with Alburnett. They'll face some challenges. It's a team that's kind of playing a little different than they were earlier as we start talking about the Vikings.
They are. They're pretty gritty, though. They still want to play aggressive defense. Did a great job pressuring the ball in the half court, and they've found their identity a little bit without Price Rochford, who's out for the season. So they've regrouped and had a nice performance tonight.
Meanwhile, for Starmont, just like the girls, it's not going to get any easier. You've got North Lynn coming up on the 4th, then you go to Central City to close the season. This is a team that at some point you really feel like they can put it together, but that's been the problem this year. And it's been consistency with what they've had.
Yeah, they haven't had 5 on the court at a time that all are on the same page. And there's moments where you see some flashes of, boy, they've got some athletes out there, this person, that person. But putting it all together, that has been a problem for them. And tonight you saw a great performance by Jack Toll. I think, being the floor general, shooting the ball, playing defense. But some of those typical scores, 5 points, 2 points, 3 points, they just weren't there tonight.
Yeah, and again, shooting 28%, it's just not going to get it done. And it'll be interesting to see how things kind of shake out for the postseason. We think that both these teams have won enough games to avoid a play-in game.
Yeah, if there is one, I don't think they're in a play-in game, but they're going to have a tough contest, especially Starmont now. If they can't get another win before the end of the season, they're going to draw a tough team in that first round.
Yeah, so we'll have to see how that kind of shakes out. That's expected to come, I believe, sometime next week. We know for the girls, or at least have an idea for the girls, possibly next Wednesday, and the boys should be following suit there, hopefully, by the end of next week. So our girls' final tonight, we'll talk about that right now. The Edco girls winning big, 77-15, and they had a goal tonight, and they didn't sub till the final 2 minutes of this ball game. They were determined to finish that goal.
Yeah, they wanted to get to a certain number. They knew they were favored. They knew, this was going to be a win for them, and if they play well, and they continued to just pour it on there and wanted to get to where they wanted to get to. And you heard Coach Brooks Eggleseder tonight running that program. Coach puts home with whatever bug's going around, and they definitely were impressive offensively tonight.
Yeah, we hope that Coach Putz gets healthy there. It's again, we knew it was only a matter of time. Everybody, wrestling programs, basketball programs, everybody dealing with it. At Johnston Elementary School didn't have school yesterday or today with more than 20% of their kids sick. We heard about some junior high games being canceled. MFL Marmac girls played with 8 the other night, so it's everybody kind of dealing with it.
Everybody fighting it.
And so far, we've been to a lot of schools, and I know you're at a school every day, but keep your fingers crossed.
Oh, yeah. Washing my hands, lots of sanitizer.
All right. Also tonight, as far as girls' finals, it was MFL Marmac girls big over Postville, 71-20. Turkey Valley stopped Clayton Ridge tonight, 46-14. Keyhigh over Central by a final score of 45-26 in that ball game tonight. And again, our girls' final, 77-15, as the Edco girls used a run that spanned the first and second quarters that ended up a 40-0 run and turned an 11-6 ball game into a 51-6 win. So they improve. We'll take a quick break. Actually, we're going to keep it right here. It's Coach Olin making his way up here. We'll talk with Coach Olin on our postgame show, but again, he's got to check in with his wife first.
Absolutely. I don't blame him whatsoever.
Which he should do there. And again, we begin our postgame show, continue it rather. We're joined by Edco basketball coach Justin Olin. Coach, first off, let's start on the defensive side tonight. You guys played that zone tonight, and a great half-court defense, I think, tonight for you guys.
Man, they really embraced what we worked on the last couple of days. We were kind of disappointed in how we've been playing a little bit. We just weren't playing kind of our style. We know we've been banged up and sick a little bit, but we just weren't playing hard enough in what we were doing, and we were playing questioning. Just too many things and too apprehensive, and tonight I just thought they just let themselves play, and they played together, and they moved so well, covered each other's behinds when they needed to, and I mean, it was what we preached the last couple of days of what we had to do to put ourselves in a position to win this game.
And let's talk about half-court offensively, because you never seem to rush anything on offense tonight.
No, we wanted to try to get some early looks if we could. Just, they're long and athletic, and we knew their defense was going to give us a little trouble in the half court. So if we could get some early looks, we did, which I thought got us a little bit into that lead. We turned in some transition buckets, and then, at the end of the game, we would like to execute a little sharper than what we did, but we also possessioned it out really well and took care of it when we needed to and did what we had to do there.
Kyler Cole continuing to step up for you. Had 16 points to lead the way. Yeah,
he's starting to figure out things and find good seams and spots, and the guys are starting to really find him well. And I mean, he's really started to really play hard, really step up his game. I kind of challenged my seniors a little bit here to senior up here at the end. This is their season. What do they want it to be like? And I thought they answered the bell really well tonight, both Will and Kyler.
Yeah, Will Wiskus had 13 points for you there. Fought some early foul trouble, but certainly a major factor in this game.
Yeah, I just want to say how proud I am of the kids. We had a couple guys getting foul trouble early, and the kids that stepped up and came in and, get big minutes. And it was just a great team win. Every kid just performed high level tonight, high energy, and we didn't dwell on mistakes where we kind of been doing that a little bit too much last couple games, and we just played the next play really hard, got a lot back, and it was just a good all-around game for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Jack Stager had 7 points, but such a good floor game for you.
Yeah, I called him a freshman a couple times. Like, you are such a freshman. Just a couple of his reads, it's a right read. He just wasn't in the right position to make it, but that's going to come with time because he wants to learn, and he's always questioning and always wants to know where to get to, and takes coaching very well. And he's heady with the ball. He's strong with the ball. He's what we're looking for in a point guard for the future of us here.
Yeah, it's going to be good. What's coming up for you guys now?
Oh, geez, I haven't looked. I just concentrate one game at a time
get through the week, right?
I know we got Springville, I believe, next week, as well as Albernette's our final game. Oh, Easton Valley. Yeah. So I think we go Easton Valley Tuesday and Springville on next Friday, and then we wind up with Albernette on that following Tuesday before tournament starts.
All right, keep on working in the right direction. Good luck to you guys.
Hey, I just want to say I appreciate you guys coming, and I just appreciate the kids, fans. Environment was great. Starmont played their butts off. It was a fun game tonight.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
You betcha. Edco basketball coach Justin Olin talking things over there about his Vikings team victorious tonight by a final score of 50-41. A quick break. Still hoping to talk with Starmont basketball coach Jerry Bentley when our postgame show continues after this.
Our laboratory continues to offer community wellness blood testing at a low upfront cost to help save you the cost of high health insurance deductibles. This is Katie Bruning, lab manager at Veterans Memorial Hospital. Choose from our menu of wellness tests to help you monitor your health, then share the results with your provider. No doctor's order is required. Call us for an appointment.
Exceptional caring people. Veterans Memorial.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve us all in between.
Welcome back to Starmont. Start to wrap up our post-game show here tonight on KCTN. Still hoping to talk with Coach Jerry Bentley, but we may run out of time for that tonight as they continue actually their discussion in the locker room. And again, our final score tonight, 50-41. It is Edco victorious in our boys game tonight. Let's go through the girls game once again. As the Edco girls, Lily Boriski led them with 33 points. Rachel Eckelceder hit 6 3-pointers with 20 points. Ellie Kirby had 14 points. They win 77-15. And it was Elena Cornwell leading Starmont with 5 points in that game.
Yeah, I think in that ball game you saw Edco better team. They're the better team there, and they kind of took care of business. Brisky's going to be a handful for somebody in the postseason. She's going to garner some attention, but Rachel Eckelceder hit some threes tonight, which she's capable of, so she stepped up there. And for Starmont, we tip our hat to those seniors because it's been a struggle for them, and they've stuck with it. They played hard. They've got a tough one against North Lynn, and then they'll figure out postseason, and who knows? You get to that postseason, crazy things have happened, and you never know what kind of draw you're going to get.
Yeah, that's going to be the big thing, how these teams get set up. Meanwhile, Keyhigh beat Central tonight 45-26. Turkey Valley over Clayton Ridge 46-14. And MFL Marmac defeated Postville tonight by a final score of 71-20 as they continue to lead the Upper Iowa Conference. Those are our girls' scores for you tonight. Again, our boys' final, Edco wins 50-41, and the Vikings had a good game plan tonight, carried it through on both ends of the court.
Yeah, I think some early foul trouble there, but they adjusted into it. And I think Jack Steger, the freshman floor general for them, knew the game plan, slowed things down, ran the half courts, and did a great job with it. And then defensively, they're just relentless. They play that stack 2-3 zone, and they're taking away passing lanes, tipping balls, and getting runouts. And I think that defense is going to help them, as they go forward. They're going to be a tough out. They're going to have a tough road because of where their record's at. But I think they're going to be okay in that postseason. If you're the Stars, you got to find some consistency. The 5 guys that are on the court have to be playing as 5 guys out on the court, and I don't know if they always are, and sometimes they seem a little out of sorts. So they got to get that figured out, get things righted here, because in a couple of weeks, they got to start postseason.
And again, that's the bad point. You're at this point of the season, you're still searching. I mean, that's what it involves there. And the Stars just hoping to get, I think, everybody back here, the kids that they think that they're going to have night in and night out as they continue to try to work on things. So, again, hopefully we catch up with both these teams. We'll see how things work out for the postseason. Again, our boys' finals tonight, Keyhigh rallied past Central, 62-56. Turkey Valley over Clayton Ridge, 61-52. MFL Marmac boys big over Postville. Final score there was 86-50. As we hope to catch up with Starmont coach Jerry Bentley and the Stars in the future. Our next broadcast coming up Tuesday night here on KCTN will be in Postville. Clayton Ridge in Postville. The Chalk Talk at 5:45. Girls game time at 6:15 with the boys game to follow. Friday night, Clayton Ridge at North Fayette Valley. Same Chalk Talk, same game time. Then we close the regular season Tuesday night, February 11th with MFL Marmac and North Fayette Valley in West Union. That's a boys basketball special. Could be a lot riding on that game to close the regular season.
That could be for a conference title. Both those teams still on track.
So again, our final score, Edco girls win 77-15. Edco boys win 50-41. For Coach Aaron Hammond, I'm Dan Behrens. My thanks to Allie Curtis for running our camera tonight. Thanks to Ty Keenan for running our studio show. For a complete recap of tonight's ball game, highlights, scores, and more, go to KCTN.com, click on the Sports tab. This has been a presentation of KCTN FM 100 Sports.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve us all in between.